monster on
as
every
nice
instrument.
on keyboard and drums and everything.
Except for one time he tried to come at me one time, but we don't even lost about You really don't know me like that.
Not my man Steph.
Not Steph, though.
I understand it was your money, but it was your money.
Cam Jink,
musician pastor thing.
Leslie Wallace. Oh, Cape Coral, Florida. I love it.
What's going on?
Here's, I guess it's Bishop
Brian
Martin.
Me and the guests is at the
Yes,
door.
sir.
Oh, guest is at the door.
Let's
Pax,
go.
the
Here it
pastor,
comes.
Maxine,
Wait a
senior
minute. We gotta stop
pastor.
everything.
That's my wife.
We gotta stop everything, Leroy.
That's funny. We say
guys
Maxine.
stop.
And then we say this. We go from first lady to the setup. This is about to be an epic show.
I didn't tell her who was coming on the show tonight.
I did. I shared a little bit, but baby,
okay.
when y'all hear this, y'all have never heard us have this type of topic. We talked about sex before. We've had shows about that, but tonight's show, the reason we got y'all sharing it, because you may never hear us say this stuff again. We're going to erase it from the cloud.
All y'all real holy people and religious folk, log off right now.
Antoine Johnson, the great one.
Log off. Antoine Johnson, you know a little about this topic. Praise the Lord.
Yeah. Antoine.
You could have came and been an expert panelist.
Good man.
Oh, one of them nice guys.
Antoine, a good man.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Oh
man
yeah,
of
that's
God.
my guy.
That's the man of God right there.
Timothy
Barry.
Butts, Florida. What's up, man?
I don't see enough watch party and sharings.
Yeah.
They doing it.
I need a
do?
He late. Look at this thing late.
Look at him.
Late.
Hey, y'all doing? How y'all
Wonderful.
doing? How y'all doing?
We might as well have this conversation
Jimmy
early.
Lindsay, what's up,
Oh,
sir?
boy.
New Jersey in the building. Yeah.
Oh boy.
We need everybody to share it.
You close it. All right, so Clay, let's
You want to get started?
Yeah, how many we got, Clay? What you see?
We got 71 people watching.
Can we get to 80 first, real quick?
Yeah, normally we have
Right
like
here.
buck 50.
I want to make an
We're
announcement.
like
before I
half
go
where we're supposed to
forward.
be.
We're glad you made it.
What do you
Erica
want?
Hedgens.
I was at the door. I hit the doorbell 20 times. They
Did
pulled
you?
up there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was at the door.
All right. I mean,
Erica
what you gotta
Hedgens.
tell us.
I'm on my own Facebook Live. I am not on Thugs, Thinkers, and Theologians Facebook Live, so I don't know who is on our page.
Oh, he basically saying he
doing
can't
his
see.
own
you.
Antoine
can't-
Jefferson.
I can't see who's on our page.
He's making that for the record.
I'm making that for the record, all right?
Brandy
on his
Christina. All right, I need more shares.
Antoine Jefferson. We have to
I don't
77.
wanna
Yeah, we have 77.
Come on.
All right, we
Couple
need
more.
more shares. I know we like 130,
Yeah,
150
let's get
ish.
there.
So we need to be back to normal.
Watch party.
Wait, you-
Somebody do a watch party right now
We're here right
and
now.
tell us you
I'm
did
here
it.
now.
Do a watch party.
Crenshaw, what's up, baby?
What's up, Andy?
All right, I need everybody. If
gonna be
you've
a
done
dope
it,
show.
share. We need 71 shares.
Likewise.
It's gonna be a dope
It takes
show.
15 seconds to share.
Oh yeah, she can't see what you see. So tell her. Yeah, she
There
can't
you go,
see.
sister.
Luscious brings
Good
her
to see.
own.
Don't say her name.
Oh, I can't say that.
Entourage.
You said it too early.
Thank you, Antoine. We
Okay,
appreciate
y'all.
you, main man.
Special introduction.
Good man, yeah.
You gotta be. Well, Clay,
Yeah.
I think we need to go, Clay. It's gonna be a
All
nice
right,
show.
let's get it. All right, welcome to
What it
Thugs,
do?
Thinkers, and Theologians.
Wow.
We have Antoine, Brian, Leroy, and Sister Vi.
Our
And
new
we
addition
are, yes,
to the team.
Yes,
Vi.
our little sisters in the building.
That's the crew.
Yeah,
She dope.
and we have an awesome guest today.
It's past awesome.
So you
It's certain words that
you want
you
to
just-
introduce her now or wait till?
I think we need to go ahead and introduce her.
Okay,
because you can see her
all
on
right.
you can see her on the camera,
All right.
and she's a well-known individual.
Yeah, so I had to. I went looking to try to find a bio.
I bet you did.
Oh, we can testify.
I had to look along.
I want to testify.
You gotta look under, girl. You know you special.
I'm doing research. I'm not looking at this.
But today we have a Baltimore icon,
Yeah,
a legend in her own right,
world known now.
world renowned.
Wow.
Amen.
Yeah. Let's put this disclaimer out there right now. This gonna be one of them shows that y'all. I'm trying to tell you, ain't no holes barred. If you one of them, like you said, super saved deacons in the church, you gonna want to log off.
Oh, the deacons want to stay. They gonna be the ones to stay.
Well, you might want to stay and enjoy yourself tonight. Might be the only pass you get.
Whoa.
They probably already said, I know where that is.
You better not say you recognize it too loud, baby. I need you to keep it calm. But tonight it's going to be an epic night.
Kelly Simmons just said, "Vaughn, are you on the show tonight?" Vaughn from your church, bro.
Oh, Leroy.
So on tonight we have a living Baltimore icon, self-made success story.
Yeah.
She came from the trenches and now she's world renowned.
Yeah.
Tonight we have Sister Luscious Kisses.
I'm not calling
Make
her
some
sister.
no-
I'm
yeah,
not-
yeah,
I'm not calling her sister. Let's get this clear down. The pastors want to do that.
I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call her what I call her in church on Sunday, Sister Kiana. That's her
Oh
name.
my God, you just gave everybody my real name.
Government name.
Right, he gave it out.
Real name.
It wasn't really hard when you Google you. That name comes up too.
So, really?
Yeah, so it's not really hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call her Baltimore. I'm gonna call her what y'all know her
I know you're
as.
not expecting me to call her.
Luscious Kisses, baby.
She's in the
Her
building.
name is Luscious Kisses.
So put some hearts up in the comment section. Let's clap for our guest. Thank you so much for joining us today, Luscious Kisses.
Ooh, let's start with the name.
Yeah.
Let's start with the
Man,
name.
listen.
That come from?
So are we going to our normal show format?
Yeah, let's
Or-
go.
Okay, so right now I'm going to turn over to Leroy. What you got for us, bro?
Oh my goodness. No, this is really something just real simple today. You all understand this has absolutely nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
You all know the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France, has 1,710 steps.
Okay.
In case you just want to run up them one day, and it's 108 stories.
Okay. All right. So for all you workout
It's
people.
not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Because that leans a little bit to the left.
To the left.
You know,
I get
sometimes
it.
things lean a little bit. This stands straight up.
Okay.
I think the word is erect.
Oh God.
All right.
Hold on, wait a minute.
All right.
So just a little information for y'all today.
I'm not gonna do anything with that
A little bit
information.
smarter now.
We're dumb as a doorknob.
Right. Hey, Antoine, what's going on in the news?
I'm probably gonna do this really quickly because I got a lot of good questions and I need some advice
All right.
Damn.
tonight. But tonight I just want to talk to y'all real quick. We are experiencing what is called they're calling it Instagram, Facebook. They're actually calling it like a phenomenon. This started as something very small. They thought it was just going to be like something they do to keep us going through the pandemic, and it ended up being iconic. Like that versus battle has now been on Billboard. It's been talked about across the country.
Yeah.
They're now saying they did not expect it to be what it's become. It's now an entity where Dr. Dre is about to, as if he needs any more money, he's about to sign another humongous deal.
Wow.
With just for verses now. So something that started, and I guess I don't want to give you a spiritual side of it, but I guess something that started in the midst of a crisis has become a blessing to him.
Yeah.
Like he literally was just doing something to keep us getting through the pandemic.
What's with ex-wife? So she getting half.
Oh, wait,
right?
she gonna get half. Yeah. Well, she might not. They're not together now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
well.
she asking for half.
We're not gonna. You're taking me off track. We're not
He
gonna start.
worth, he
right
worth 8. She want 400 million.
Well, anyway,
No
back-
prenup.
I got a little bumps on my
Sister Kiana likes those types of numbers.
tight numbers.
She worth 800 million.
Yes, just please stop calling me Keon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, he's about to be even more rich. Let's just say
Yeah.
that.
I'm not
So
gonna
off
talk
of
about
verses, you know what I mean. So let's
Jeez.
just look at how that kept us, because a lot of us we had nothing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was at home waiting for verses, waiting for something to
Yeah.
watch. You know, and it
This
gave
show
us.
is birthed out of
This show
quarantine.
was versed out of a quarantine.
Yeah.
Honestly, because we literally sat
Trying
down
to
and
get you
said,
something to watch
how
during
is
the
the
day,
pastors
you know?
going to stay, on
Yeah.
in front of their people? How was we going to actually be able to talk about some stuff different? And look how it done birthed 5 months later. It's been
Yeah.
5 months, I think, tonight.
Wow, man. That's awesome.
So out of all of that, we say thank y'all for supporting, and even for the black community, thank y'all for supporting Versus, because y'all have made it an iconic movement.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
Sister
deep.
Vi, what you got for us today, Sister Vi?
Do they even know who she is?
Hey, I know, right?
Well, she came.
No, but she didn't. So this is what happened.
All right,
Clay
go
wasn't here that week because he was home or something. I don't know. I'm not talking about
He had a disease.
Yeah,
he
they
was
was
infectious.
talking bad
Yeah,
about you.
it's a heart disease.
Oh, okay. So it's heart disease. So
I got
Vi,
heart disease too right now, but my heart is broken.
Vi,
I would tell you every.
Yours is something so different.
No, it's a different heart
I
disease.
don't know what you got.
No, it's a different heart disease right here.
What that
matter of fact, let me quarantine.
They don't have no pills. They don't have no pills for that.
So Vi is now.
I'm paralyzed.
Let's introduce her because she deserves her own introduction.
That's
She
right.
is now a part of what we do. She has her own segment. The same way Leroy gives us information about nothing. I give
Right.
you music sometimes you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Now you have another segment that maybe you'll enjoy, ladies.
Yeah.
You've been asking for this dynamic
Yeah.
to balance the show out, and now we welcome Lisa Toole. She is now the
Ah.
fashion expert.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fashion.
Icon.
So let's go, Vi. Go ahead. Do your
So,
thing.
hey guys, thanks for coming in. I'm Valicia here, and what I do is help women to identify their style language and helping them to create an unapologetic women they were meant to be. And so today I want to really talk about, because today I don't know if you all know but today is National Thrifting Day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes,
Oh.
and
Thrifting. What is that? Thrifting day.
Thrifting.
When you go to thrift
I
store,
know it's a thrift
just
store,
says
but is it sweet
don't,
thrift?
so don't try to act like you ain't grow up in a thrift store.
No, I love
you
the thrift
did?
store.
Oh, okay.
No, but I was the one saying I love the thrift store.
That's right.
I I got rain jacket. I got all kinds of them in the thrift store.
So it's just really highlighting thrift stores around the world, people who gets into recycle gems. So yeah, that's what exactly. Yeah. So I'm rocking my little vintage piece. Got
That's
on the
vintage?
vintage. Yes, it is.
I love it.
The vintage hat.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
So
it shoulder pads in your shirt?
It is.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's how the dresses came back in
Sure it did.
1920s.
Nice.
I got a
Yeah.
question for you, fashion
Expert.
Okay.
Would you recommend anybody buying underwear from the thrift store?
That's a good question. The do's and don'ts to thrifting
Yeah, the do's and don'ts.
is definitely,
That's
but
a
I
great
would say
question.
if it's new, you can.
Well, the purpose of thrifting is not new.
Well, sometimes, for the thrift stores, they have like a partnership with like Target. So Target is sometimes donate those pieces that's new that they
never knew
didn't
that.
sell.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like only if it's new. Now, if it's not lingerie, yeah, you can get away with it as a gem to purchase, but not like the panties.
Right. You shouldn't be wearing everybody's panties.
Unless you live in that
think so.
hard, you gotta do what you gotta do.
If you live in that hard,
That's true.
do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do.
Right,
Yeah.
because you can always. I mean, we
Barry Simmons said, "Let's get the luscious kisses." Jesus, Barry, where's your wife at? Where's the luscious kisses? Where's your
and my
linebacker?
fashions is looking hot.
Barry said, I got my snacks ready.
Yeah, so I'm all out.
Where's Ray Lewis?
Where's Ray Lewis at?
Where's Ray?
Excuse
Hey,
me,
Kelly.
do not bypass my segment.
That's
for
right.
Luscious
We
Kisses.
got time to-
We suck.
Keep us in line, sis.
Luscious gonna have a whole hour.
Yes, she is.
Folk want to see. I got to say something.
We might have to do a part 2 with Luscious, and then we got to do the government name.
It is
Government
kisses.
name, no government name.
So
Please, no
if I
government
finish,
name.
tell us
You
what you
about to
can
get banked if you say the government
No
name
government
again.
name.
tell. A whole man.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Vi.
No, I'm good. I'm just messing with y'all.
Oh,
I mean, that was pretty much all I had.
Is that a vintage piece on your thumb?
It is.
I know that's right, Kelly. I don't want no trouble.
It
Tell
is.
her.
So listen, ladies, if you're the thing is about thrifting is when you hear thrift, some people hear cheap, but there is a difference. And I just did an interview with one of the ladies, a boutique or curator, Skeletons in the Closet, in my closet.
Wow.
Yeah, so she's a curator. So one thing is, if you get overwhelmed in terms of shopping in a thrift store, you can certainly shop with a reseller who already curates the pieces for you.
Yo, how do you shop online? I hate online shopping, but because I won't want to buy it, try it on, and take it out that same day. I hate ordering online and the size may not be right.
Right, and
Or
sometimes
I
the
hate
size
it.
not going to be right. So it's very important for you to really know your measurements. So if you, yes, exactly.
yeah,
Oh, their
yeah.
size. Yes.
Yeah.
All the stuff is horrible.
A full XP.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta
I
look
watch
at the
all that
size
stuff. If
chart.
they say from China, I'm like, I'm a pay. I don't care how much. Yeah.
Right,
And it takes
definitely,
forever to get in.
support
Yep.
support your local designers or your local boutiques because they have some really dope stuff here.
What's the boutique that you really like? That you really like for women?
One of the boutiques I
local.
really love, I do love London Couture Boutique. She's in Fells Point. I love
Okay.
Kira's Couture Boutique. She's an online boutique.
What is it called?
Kira's Couture Boutique.
How do you spell it?
KIRSBOUTIQUE. Yeah.
Okay. For those
No,
listeners who
I
are
left out
watching.
the couture. KOU.
Oh, it's a K, not a C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kira's Couture Boutique.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some of my favorite boutiques that I really
We'll also have Vi
Work
write that on the page, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
ladies y'all can
absolutely.
go
Right.
Yeah.
to check everything out.
Promoting black
Um,
business.
we laugh at these comments. These comments are going nuts.
Oh, let me tune in. 'Cause
Hey,
y'all
Steve,
hilarious.
you have to
Steve,
go to
don't
the
you
page.
do it,
Like,
Steve.
You being disrespectful.
Hey, don't
So
you do
rude.
it.
And Kelly, I only said that because that's what your husband said. Your husband said you like to smack men.
He
So-
said I'm 5'3". Please don't get me.
I
smacked.
don't want to get smacked by nobody. I've been hit too much today.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, hold on. So it's almost time for to vote.
Oh, look at Kelly.
Oh.
You try to tell me.
you try to take all the time. We can try to tell.
You try to tell me.
Different direction.
I don't want to vote. Let me just say this. Let me introduce
I don't want to
you.
vote.
But
I want a
mean,
luscious kiss.
But it's almost time to vote, y'all. It's
It
the
is.
truth. It's a very
It is.
important election, and we are back. We were.
Why the heck are we being
4
so
years
serious?
ago.
I don't want to talk about
You know
voting.
what I mean? 'Cause it's the truth. Because
It's time
last
to vote.
time it was time to vote. People, it was like,
Right.
do I vote for Hillary or do I vote for Donald Trump? And now we're feeling the same way about Biden and Trump and Kamala. Because people
Yeah.
like cause Kamala.
First of all, she is the first black woman. Is that correct or third?
But
It's the
they're
third.
already starting it though. They're saying
First black
she's
woman,
black
but-
and Hawaiian, or
Yeah,
she's
they
black
saying
and something
she's-
else.
He said she wasn't even.
Black-
She was born in
She's not even
Canada.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, they said she's
Born
not.
in
What is
Yeah,
she,
no,
a
it's
third
it's
or
starting
third?
already.
It started already. The whole Obama
she's
thing.
not
The
black
whole
enough?
it says
She's not
it's-
black enough. She's not
Yeah.
from Green Mountain.
But
20
it's
Yeah.
happening amongst our own.
Yeah.
Is the real issue.
That's the problem.
And
We
the
have a problem.
policies in California when she, on crime.
And we're not looking at
she
what
married
the
to a white
issue
man.
is.
She
Yeah.
married to a white guy.
I got a homie.
But she's
in-
a prosecutor.
I got a homie in in California that say, yo, they do not rock with her in California.
No, they hate her.
That's a major state to win.
They hate her.
Let's be clear if you're going to win the presidential election. California is one of the bigger states that you have to win.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
hate her in California.
You know my honest opinion? I don't
Because
believe.
she's
I don't
not
believe
really-
white
yeah.
America, white women in particular, are going to vote for this lady. I believe that Biden lost a large portion of the white vote by this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wish he would have chose Abrams down in
I like
Georgia.
Kamala, though. I'm not going to lie.
See, Kamala to
Why
me,
Abrams?
I know it's kind of shallow, but I did want to see a dark skinned
Sister. Yeah, I was going to say she black. She
It's
hood.
not shallow.
with nappy hair.
The reason
You know what I
behind
mean?
it, that's not
I
shallow.
wanted to see that in the White House.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
Obama had a perm, so you can't.
Obama, yeah, I didn't want to see no offense to my light skinned people, I love y'all, but I want to see a sister in there
Right.
with dreads,
dreads.
sitting in the head of states and sitting there with dreads in her head, talking to you.
I love you too, Kelly.
You know.
Yeah.
So I kind of, and
Right.
and even Biden, like his stuff's coming up from the past, like he voted
But first of
against
all,
busing.
anybody do anything, if you live in this world, something going to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care.
You know what I got a problem with,
clean.
Tom? We got so many church folk having a problem with folk with the past, especially when we know they done a whole bunch of things,
Yeah.
and we still allow them to do what they do.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for them regardless because I
Right.
want Donald Trump out of office. But
Yeah.
I just think I'm just nervous. I'm extremely nervous.
Yeah.
And Trump is putting a lot of policies in where people can't even vote for real.
He taking the the mailbox.
Taking mailboxes. Like this dude is a gangster, my nigga. Yo, he is.
Yeah.
Well,
doing
he's,
it.
He said
he's
because-
definitely doing voter suppression
Yeah.
at an all-time
Wow.
high.
It
That's
is.
My mother
interesting.
told me she had to take her vote to the White House. She not letting nobody. take it.
But
Yeah.
so let me ask y'all this. So what has Trump done that's anti-African American to make us feel that way about
His
him?
existence is anti-African American.
But I mean, but
he
in
always-
black and white. What
actions.
what has he done? We can say, oh, that was definitely against black people.
Well, for me, I necessarily like how he handled a young lady in the press room, the black girl. I don't know her name. You know her name?
Yeah.
But he does anybody like that. I don't
See,
care who
But
he-
his rhetoric
His
is
rhetoric
very
towards
racial.
towards her and women
It's
in particular was
misogynistic. It's
more.
very narcissistic.
I mean, I'm-
Yeah,
He's
I
like
got
that
you.
towards his
all of
wife.
that.
like
And
Trump.
he promotes
Say it again, Val.
racism.
Yeah, he's like that towards his wife.
But that's the win,
Far as
though.
women.
You know what I mean?
He's
They gonna do
terrible.
what they- I mean, I'm not saying it's right.
I know what Clay's trying to get
You know
at.
what
He's
I'm
trying
saying?
because
Yeah.
black people always have a tendency to say what they don't do for the black people or what they do to the black
Yeah.
people, and never can specify.
Right, it's always.
I know what you're saying. So I'm trying to
what
get a
has he done?
specific
Like
incident
Biden
or
did
law.
stuff that actually affect. Like he wrote Bill Clinton's
Yeah.
crime plan that a lot of black men got locked up because of.
very true.
He wrote
Wow.
it, and Bill Clinton passed
very
it,
true.
and a lot of black men went to prison
But
because of it.
all of those things are inadvertently. So Trump has given
But, you know,
executive
though.
orders to particular policies that affect black African Americans.
I got you.
You look like a football coach today, got this.
Well, I am a football
Yeah, he
coach.
is a football coach.
I've been a football coach. for-
Okay, I mean,
for
you like,
years.
yeah, you like one of that.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Wait a minute. His
You look
mask
like
is
one of my
blue.
players.
Yeah.
I do.
Now,
You see that? Is that a blue mask?
Not my what? Not my what? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? What you gonna say, Clay? Not my what? What's wrong with me?
I'm just saying, but I think it's a very important election.
Is
And
your nipples
and
out?
I don't know
what's
what-
going on right now.
I have
You
a
know, I
nipple
don't know,
problem,
man.
man. Just stay hard.
Man, just start rubbing himself.
Even with Trump passing that bill where he pretty much said that a person can get a job based on job history as opposed to a college degree.
Somebody said he appointed
like-
200 federal judges and not one black.
Jesus.
But which is true, yeah. Which is very
absolutely.
true. Yeah, it was 100% true. But he also passed a bill that gives companies incentives to hire people who don't have degrees.
Blah blah blah.
I think every
Luscious
president
kisses.
has
That's
done
black
something.
Blah blah blah. Everybody, we losing listeners. We're losing watchers. They don't want to talk about that no more. We got a show with Luscious Kisses and we talking about Bill Clinton.
Ladies and
What
gentlemen,
the heck is going on?
Luscious
Let me explain something to y'all.
losing
About 6 years ago,
Yeah.
on 813 North Pulaski Street, at that particular time, we were having a big crowd was coming to church, and one Sunday morning, there was a whisper in the sanctuary, and the whisper was, oh, that's the girl Luscious Kisses. And so we were like, okay. And then the next Sunday she came, and then the third Sunday she came and she joined. And we're going to get into what happened with all that. And I wasn't really clear of all that she is and does. And then we Googled her, and it was a...
We might lose some listeners. We might
Google
go to
gave
Google
you a
right
nice
now.
profile.
Google was different. And so I learned to know her as a different name. Very respectful, very kind of shy, kind of disciplined. But, of course, she is who she is. As Clay says, she is a iconic figure in our city.
And abroad.
And abroad in the exotic...
You being real diplomatic right now, and I love it.
Adult
an
entertainment.
adult entertainment category. And
y'all call them porn stars. Y'all call them strippers. Y'all call them all kind. We have one of the legends of it, and she's going to explain what name is justifiable, what you shouldn't be saying. The lifestyle. The reason she's on the show is because we want to know. It's like a taboo thing, and then it's also an endearing thing. People want to know. Like, I wonder, am I a freak if I ask these questions? Can you tell me a little something about if I ain't doing this right? This is stuff that they talk behind the closed doors. And on this, I want to know because I want you to be comfortable tonight to be who you are. Like talk. Like, we're gonna ask some tough questions. You don't want to answer, say I ain't answering it.
Antoine, I think it's necessary too that it is another level. What she's saying is. She's going to another level in her life, so she's trying to put another spin on. But we're going to let her talk. Ladies and gentlemen, tell her who she is, man.
Luscious Kisses, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Luscious, you're here.
Oh, sorry, y'all got me.
She said,
What's wrong?
this is always.
She's here.
There's a lot of things that y'all might not know. Like you said, I am shy. Y'all don't even believe it. Nobody believes it. I am very shy.
Yeah.
I'm very outspoken. I don't care what comes out of my mouth.
And I love it.
I really don't. What y'all want to know? I'm sorry.
So some people know who you
So
are.
you want me to go here
Start
and formally introduce
Yes.
myself?
Yes.
Okay, so I am an ex-adult star.
Okay.
Everybody knows porn star. Black people, porn star. No, I'm an ex-porn star. What I just said, adult star.
Yeah.
I am a dancer and currently still dancing and still making money and still loving it. Just for right now. Just for right now. Right now. I am an artist. I does music. I rap. I done opened up for a lot of major artists here in Baltimore. One of the first female rappers that opened up for Jeezy, Twice, Gotti, Cardi B, Young Thug, Cardi B first show.
Wow.
Money Bagel, so the list goes on. I'm a model.
Okay.
I'm a business owner.
Well,
I've been on everything.
You a parent?
World Star,
Yeah, you got World Star, yeah.
I'm winning awards for like best video of the year or female
In the
artist
adult
of the
world?
year. No.
Oh.
This is like the regular world. Like the music
Yeah,
world.
you got to clarify because they don't like.
Music
A lot of
Yeah, that's
them
why I said the
they're
music
not gonna
innocent.
know.
Well,
Okay.
the music world, like I
Yeah.
done been in magazines, different kinds of magazines.
Okay.
Like I done been in everything that you can think of. You can name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reality shows, regular
what's up.
movies,
Yeah.
whatever. I've done it all.
Yeah.
Where to start at, Luscious? That's the big thing. We
Yeah.
got to jump right into
What-
this.
yeah.
What did you wake up one morning and have a divine revelation that you wanted to be an adult entertainer, or just what was going on in your head 20 some odd years ago
And in your life.
and in your life where you felt like this is what you wanted to do, and then what type of boldness did you have to do that?
Okay, so you done asked 3 questions
Yeah,
in
you
one.
did.
Let me look. I got a little ADHD over here. Shade,
So what got you to what started?
There's
Go
one,
ahead.
and
back
we're
to
gonna
that.
get it all out. I'm gonna give it to you.
Right,
I'm gonna give it to you, all right? And I'm gonna wash my mouth. I'm
No,
sorry.
you don't have to watch your mouth.
You don't.
I need you just to talk.
No,
So
you good.
if a cuss word come out,
Cuss.
it's okay.
You good?
Talk.
I've never heard you cuss around me, Luscious. Don't do that.
Brian, stop. You're not gonna do that
She
to her.
never cussed around me.
Okay, we're not at church. We're not at Freedom Church.
And this is not your
And that's why y'all making me nervous because I know me,
Exactly.
my mouth.
That's why I'm telling you to talk.
A
Like,
little. I'm sorry.
talk.
I'm trying to fix it. Trying to fix it.
You
I
don't
can't help
know.
my mouth.
You don't have to fix
All
the talk.
Okay, so when I was young, we all used to watch pornos. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but we all used to watch pornos. You remember on the TV, to be all ashy, and you be trying to look at it and all that. And I was pretty much interested in those things, and I don't understand at a young age why I was. So when I got like a little old enough, like in high school, I started learning and teaching myself certain things. Like I was told I was good at bed at a young age. So I was like,
When did you start having sex? Because you said a young age.
Yeah, I did.
7?
No.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta throw it. I gotta go. Young age could be 7. It could be 15. It was 19 for some
She
people.
could have seen some things at
She
7.
said she was a kid watching.
Oh, no, you're right, bro.
So I'm trying to follow.
You know,
That
stumbling
7 hit me
myself.
real hard, though.
Uncles, porno books.
Things been current on the 7.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Just dummies.
No. I mean, I
feel
had
it.
sex probably around like okay, it won't let me start because my internet connection.
You can use Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you can get Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm still talking and working at the same time because I still got people that's looking, so I'm gonna still go. I was probably around 13.
Marcus, you wanna help her?
13.
No, I'm saying help her. Go help her. Because she don't.
You know you wanted to
This
go
thing
over
going,
there.
you don't want to walk over there.
It's
You nervous?
that little thing over there. I'm not gonna bite you, okay? Just help me out. Get back on it.
That thing look nervous,
He
baby.
likes to be
Look, there you go. There you go. We went to school together. He always went to school with somebody. He always went to school
No,
with
you
somebody.
said Patterson. I definitely went to Patterson.
Did you remember him? Did you remember when you
I
walked
don't
in?
be remembering.
Oh, okay.
no.
All right, my point
He
is.
ain't graduated, so it don't matter.
He said Patterson, though. If you say Patterson, you went
right.
to school with me, then I went to Patterson. I'm class of 98. But anywho,
So you a young little girl about what age?
13, she said.
listen,
13? Okay.
I was really young when
Okay.
I started having sex. But like 15, 16 is when you know what you're doing because you
Gotcha.
watching pornos. You know, let me try this. Let me try that. Let me see how this gonna work. And then and I was told I was good. You know,
Right.
and then I started getting more interested in sex. I was like, I won't be a porn star. I won't be like the people on TV.
Wow.
But I started dancing first before I started doing porn.
I can see that.
So
Yeah, I started
what
dancing
age were you when you started dancing? There are a lot of underage girls.
I started
I think I'm being
16.
specific, but I've heard
Yeah, I
girls say
started
that they
16.
made it fake cards.
Yeah.
Like in the street, they
I
make
had
fake
one.
IDs and they work in these clubs.
Yeah, I had
so
one.
let's talk about these girls who run away and do this kind of stuff.
Well, I wasn't a runaway.
I mean, I'm just saying that a lot of them have.
Because a lot of them don't have parents. A lot of them not feeling love. A lot of them are people that's being abused or
There we
have
go.
been
That's
raped
what
and
I'm
everything
trying to
There we
else.
go.
So they go escape to trying to find love from somewhere else.
Gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't look down on them people. I was
Right.
never none of those. I grew up in a good house.
Right.
I done finished high school.
Good.
I done went to college for a little bit fashion design. Like I did all these things.
good.
You understand what I'm saying? But
How long did you dance?
how long I started?
Well, you're dancing now, but how
I'm
many
still
years have
making
you danced now?
It's been 20-something years.
Wow.
20-something years.
Wow.
And I try to retire, but it just won't let me retire. But
money.
the stage won't let me. So what I was saying was, okay, so I started reading and studying and learning more about it, though. But I didn't start doing porn probably was like 18, 19.
Okay. Okay. And now that's two different worlds. So let's stay in the stripper world. You probably danced exotic dancer, I'm sorry, in all of the clubs in Baltimore, have you? Or you pick certain ones?
I picked certain ones. I'm not gonna lie. I've danced at some white clubs, and I made a lot of money in some white clubs. I mean, made a lot of money. I've also danced out Eldorados. Like I also dance. Of course, I'm Norman James all day, every day.
Gotcha,
You know, that's where I'm at. But I done danced in all kinds of stuff out of state.
Wow.
I'm also a feature, so I have features
Yeah.
in different clubs in different states too. So
What do you mean a feature? What does that mean?
when they book you to come dance at a club,
okay.
anything like you can be a
You the
feature, like
headliner.
you the
the
headliner.
headline- okay,
yeah,
headliner, okay,
headliner for that night. Like even if I'm going to go do a modeling gig, like somebody booked me to come to the club and do a guest appearance or a walkthrough, and
I dig it.
stuff like that. So
So what
Just-
world did you think you were more successful in? The exotic dancer or the porn star world?
dancing.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Dancing. But porn made me. Porn
Wow.
made me to be who I am.
Wow. Good
Luscious.
exposure.
Yep.
Luscious.
Would you do it again? Like so?
Would you do it again? Is where I was going, Clay.
would
If
you say no?
start
I'm
all
gonna
over.
go to college, be a lawyer, or whatever, or would you keep the same? Any
I kind of
regrets?
simply still kind of do it. I'm just making my own little money.
Come on here.
But
You know,
Luscious, let me ask you-
Right.
like the OnlyFans kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying? But me personally, being a porn star ever again, no.
You wouldn't do it.
Why?
Well, why not?
Because a lot of people don't understand in the industry, it's not as easy as you think. I mean, orgies last all day long.
Really?
All day long. Orgies last all day long. You got some gangbangs too that last all day long too. But
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. You got some of these things ain't never been blessed to experience.
But I mean, but no, like seriously, what y'all think
Tell
y'all
them
see when y'all watching a porno?
It's an all-day production.
It's not like it's straight banging and straight banging. Sometimes it can
So
be.
you having sex for
exhausting.
hours?
Having sex for hours.
Oh, that's crazy.
Having sex for hours. But
And with different people?
No.
Or same?
This is like it's the same person. Like, I mean, just in case. All right. Well, let me just say it like this: if you got an agent, the agent may book you to do 2 or 3 scenes a day.
Jeez.
So your job is to do your 2-3 scenes a day. But it doesn't. If you're working with a good company,
right,
you may make 1,000 for one, 12 for one, 15 for one, 800 for one, maybe 5 just to do a BJ. And everybody know what a BJ is. Blowjob. You know all that.
Yes, sir.
So that's $500. So you're like, I'm gonna do this real quick because those is real quick. But you gotta understand.
She said those is real quick.
It's real quick. It is. It may not seem like it, but your jaws get locked and all kinds of stuff. You be like, ugh.
And don't none of y'all get mad because y'all doing it for free.
For free.
Yeah, a lot of people is doing it for free.
Behind on your cell phone bill because
You said behind
their cell phone bill because they ain't learned from Luscious.
So dancing pays more money
Luscious,
than the
workshop.
actual films.
I mean, like I say, it depends.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can go to work and have a good day.
Right.
And you may not. You probably make like
what's a good day?
1,000, 15, 2,000, depends.
In a day?
In a day. Mm-hmm.
Meaning what, doing the film or doing the dancing?
Still dancing. Like from one of my birthday parties, I made $10,000 for one of my birthday parties.
$10,000.
10 grand. Yeah. So it's like like
Is
I
there
said,
a weight requirement? You think I can make 10,000 a day, baby? I'm putting a thong on. Take all of this, mother.
and I 10,000 a day. That wasn't a special.
They gonna have you put on a.
But no, I used to make like back in the day when the money was money. I used to make $2,000-3,000 a day.
Wow. I mean dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So dance was more beneficial for you.
I mean,
financially.
I like I said, even if you're doing a scene, it's like boom, you might do 2 or 3 scenes. So imagine just doing 2 or 3 scenes and that's $1,500 for each scene.
Oh,
Jesus.
okay.
That's
But
$4,500.
exposure, you probably get more
things.
exposure with the films.
Absolutely.
So now
So let
Luscious.
me ask you this, Luscious.
It's a greater
Can I ask
audience.
No,
absolutely.
I feel like they're throwing questions at you that, of course, the audience want to hear, right? And I just feel it's just like a whole tour until you're just. They ask you.
No, but I've been in 100 interviews.
Yes, she
Trust
has.
me, I've been in a lot of
Used to
interviews,
it.
She
and
used to
everybody
this.
gravitates to the point, which
I
it doesn't
know.
bother me because I said I don't have a problem y'all asking me anything.
No.
But it's
So
always
who
be
do
about
you,
that.
who do you
Here's
want
what-
people to know you as in
Sean
terms
Knight
of you?
got
I know
some
you're
of my money for
Luscious
sure.
He did,
Kisses. And when you step away from this industry, because it sounds like that's what you want to do, who do you
DJ.
want to be identified as?
I'm gonna always be Luscious Kisses, so it doesn't even
Okay.
matter regardless. You know, I'm not gonna never deny nothing that I've done. I love everything that
About
I
what you
have done.
did.
I love everything about me. It does not like I got people hate on me real bad. They always talk about me. Oh, she a hoe, she a freak, she a slut, and then she so excuse my language. I'm sorry because I told you I'm trying to wash my mouth. But it is what it is. You can call me whatever you want, but you're not gonna call me broke.
Wait
Right,
up there.
and that's good.
Put
So
that on the stand.
let me ask you this: so
She
in
said,
the midst of all of that, how do you stay esteemed in terms of your confidence?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just
Because that's a lot. Because there's a lot when you really feel like the world is coming against you and you have so much to prove,
I
but really
just-
you don't have anything to prove.
I don't have nothing to prove, and I don't worry about what nobody say about me. First of all, I look good for 40. I am 40.
You're 40.
Oh,
I
that's
am
what's up.
40.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I ain't know she was.
Thank
That's what's
you.
up.
I'm 40, and I look good
Okay.
for my age. I'm still making money.
Yeah.
My body is on points, and it is what it is. Like, I don't hate negativity. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No mind. I just try to stay away from that, and that's just what it is. You can
Yeah.
think what you want to think, say what you want.
So
Say it in my face, though.
Is that world of like the stripping? Is that world like as bad as something like we watch some of these shows? It's P Valley. Everybody watching now.
I love P Valley.
I watch P Valley. P Valley is an okay
amazing.
show.
What's that about?
It's about some strippers that
it's
actually.
about strippers.
Well, it's about a girl.
Memphis.
It's about a girl who was on the run from a situation, and when she went to another city, she became Autumn Blue, who is that's her name for stripping, and then she started stripping in this club. That's a popular club in Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's called P Valley. The P stands for like WAP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never watched it. I
It
just
is
saw
what
it
it
like
is.
popular on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah, everybody's talking
okay.
about it. So that's why I said
No.
we don't want to believe. Like, what is it? Like you seen P Valley? Is that how that stuff really happens behind its clothes? Is it real? Are they doing a good depiction of what happens or not?
I mean, every strip club is different.
Got you.
Everywhere you go is different. I know it's definitely a lot of drama in my club. It's always going to be drama everywhere you want to go. Another girl's going to hate on another girl. Another girl's going to be mad because she's been making more money, or we sleeping with the same customer. We sitting with the same customer. Trust and believe it. I done been through stuff with girls. A lot of girls. I had the Molly Wop one up in the head several times.
Wow.
But at the end of the day, I just try not to think about them. We go and get this money and keep it on moving. Every strip club has drama.
Wow.
Every strip club has drama.
Luscious, you're 40 years old. You
I
said.
am 40.
And you're saying to me that it's almost time for you to hang up your G-string.
Yes. I was trying to stop dancing 3 years ago,
Do
but it
you-
didn't go the way I needed to go.
Do you want to be a wife one day?
Again, yes. I was a wife before.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
So, yes.
How do you handle? Because we all guys at the table here. How do you
You have one
handle?
lady.
Well, I forgot my sister. Now we got to get used to my sister. How do you handle the low self-esteem of a man who has fallen in love with a woman who's not only we have heard that she's been with other people, we can Pornhub it and find it. We can put her name in our search engine, and a number of videos come down. Do you think your past is stopping you from finding absolute success in matrimony?
Absolutely.
So what's the plan then? What are we gonna do?
Well, like I said, it's nothing I can't do. Okay? I just told you I love everything about me. I'm going to put me first. Do you understand? At the end of the day, if no one can love and accept me for who I am without judging me, then you can
You ain't
go
the
be
one
about
for
your
you.
business. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a past. Everybody do what they have to do. I choose to do with this, and I love what I had done. So at the end of the day, like, if you feel like you want to just go, just go. If you don't want to talk to me, just no. I don't care. I don't care. Yes, I do want love. Everybody want love. Everybody wants what they want. But at the end of the day, I'm not judging you.
Right.
Who's to say what you have done? Or you been locked up, or you been a drug dealer,
Right.
or you had all these umpteen children, or all these other things. You understand what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody. And it is what it is. If people want to keep judging me, that, hey.
First of all, if
I don't care.
if the man is for you, then he's the one for you. He's gonna be able to handle it.
Yeah.
That's flat out.
I'm not doing.
If he ain't, then he
I'm
ain't.
not doing porn now, so you can't worry about my past and what I got going on. Just because I am publicly with my stuff,
Right.
who say she is? I mean that she ain't a freak and she has sex with a whole bunch of people, or she chooses to have sex with somebody for free and got all these kids. Who's to say?
Right.
Hers not
Do
just
you
on
understand?
film.
Hers just ain't
right.
public.
Right.
Hers is just not public. Me, so what? Yes, I care. So it's so what? Who cares?
Right.
I gotta eat. I have one child. One.
How old is he?
17.
Is it a
17.
girl or boy?
A boy.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready to get him out. But he's a music artist too and a producer. So right now we working on stuff with him. But that's not even a story. But I'm just sitting there saying is you can't sit there and judge nobody or what nobody how they living or what they doing, how they getting it. At the end of the day, I don't care if I have not done porn in umpteen years. What you're not gonna do is keep throwing it in my face.
Yeah.
Or what I have done.
So how much money? What is the most amount of money? No, I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't ask her that. But if she would answer it, knowing her, she'd answer it. But how much money, like in a year's time? What's your most amount of money you've made in a year off of both in like all combined? Like if you had to file taxes or something on it.
I don't know.
Gee.
I don't know. But I mean, I done made a lot of money. I done paid $10,000 for my body, straight
Okay.
cash. I done opened up my business.
What did you
I
get
What you
done-
have done on your body?
I did have my breast done and I had my booty done.
I can see the top.
Yes, I had my breast and my booty done.
See, my wife is cool. I don't have no problem with this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, she already told me go enjoy yourself.
So
today.
let me ask you this: what do you feel about the new song, "The WAP"? Do you feel like that's a liberating song for women?
No, because I do music like that too.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like whatever sells is whatever sells. Sex sells.
Somebody's
that's your
phone. Turn your volume down.
Turn your volume all the way down, Luscious.
Oh, that's my phone. I didn't know it was going off.
Yeah, no, it's just the volume.
Just turn your volume down.
You can leave it on. We all got ours on too.
I don't. My phone is having.
I mean, guys, we
No, she asked the question. Go with the what
So
question.
what
Yeah,
were you saying?
Like I said, anything sells. They selling sex. They getting money. People, I would have done the same thing too. If you look at any of my videos, I'm dressed just like Carly B years ago, and I was doing
Right.
music before she came out.
Right.
Pasties, all that.
Right.
I got a song called Pretty Pussy. I got a song called Rick.
What do they expect from
I'm
Cardi
just
B?
saying.
That's what I was confused about.
I don't
People like,
know.
oh my God, that's what the girl talk about in every song.
That's why I don't understand.
And Meg Thee Stallion, what did they think they was going to collab and do? Like talk about the scriptures? Not happening. Like
No, that's not happening.
Not happening.
No shade.
They're going to be who they are.
Somebody asked on here, how do you keep your own man, Luscious? How do you keep your own man and make him feel valuable in terms of being your...
Because regardless of what my career does, I do wifely things to my man that he deserves because he take care home where he's supposed to. I'm going to take care of mine too. I cook, clean, cater, and fuck. Excuse my language.
My God. I like how you turned your neck to
That's a
the
great
side.
combination.
She said it. And you got coins.
Right.
And you up.
And she said it with an
know,
attitude.
and
Yes.
so-
Would there have any moments where you said no or felt like uncomfortable doing something, or it was like
No.
that's- Okay.
No.
Yeah, because someone asked. I think Max
Yeah.
said,
Is it dangerous?
Was it like a dangerous, or
Anything we do is dangerous. I done been robbed before. I done had gunpoint, and they took they took all our money because we used to do a lot of parties back in the days.
wow.
And I left the money and left my Jag sitting. I had a Jaguar too, and I left all that sitting out there. Yeah, I done been through a lot of situations, but at the end of the day, like. You don't look at it like that. You just keep it on going and just move forward on that. Like, all right, I'm not going to stop this from making me get my money. You got some girls who have been raped. You got some girls who got killed. And I've been in all them situations
got killed
that...
like doing porn or just like dancing and parties, doing private parties and stuff like that?
Good question. That's what I was like.
No, not porn, but like... I just know a lot of girls that's dancers that they got killed or baby daddies killed them or they
wow.
killed themselves and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's great.
But I'm telling you, to me, and I'm gonna say this for the last time: keeping a man, having a man is I can keep a man. That's not the issue. It's just that sometimes a man gets a little jealous because I may do a little bit more for him, like I make more money than him. Sometimes guys get intimidated. Before this 3 years ago, I was in a 7-year relationship. I had to get married to my manager. He was my man first before he had the money, so we might as well come and manage this career and let's get this money. Yeah. But it's not about that.
You know what I didn't realize? Somebody just put on here, they right. None of them just said, Frank Ski got a big check from WAP. There's some whores in this house. That was his family.
He got a check. He definitely got a check.
Jesus Christ.
And it's number one on the Billboard right now.
And that song is high.
That's
But let me say something to you, okay? You gotta look at it. Icy married Coco, and she's still here for after having a baby and older than me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Porn stars have husbands.
They do.
And everything else. You just gotta find somebody that's willing to accept the things that you're doing now, which I'm not
just
doing
compromise.
porn. I'm just still dancing,
You stopped
and
doing
I'm
porn,
still
right?
doing music. I haven't done porn.
That's
in,
what I'm saying. Say that because I want people to know like where you are now.
I have retired from porn for these 7-8 years now.
Wow.
I tried to make a comeback, but then I was like, no, I don't know.
That was funny. That was a punchline. Trying to
Yeah,
make a
I was
comeback.
trying to make a comeback. But like now, they've been
Punchline.
asking me to come back just before the pandemic had hit because we were supposed to had the porn convention in DC.
What are the dates of this porn convention?
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm telling you, it's amazing. The porn conventions are amazing.
Really?
It's here?
It was supposed to be in DC this year. It was supposed to be in DC the weekend of my birthday. My birthday is June the 7th.
Oh,
so we
okay.
had got a table
Just
down there and
birthday.
everything. I was going to set up and because I currently has my own radio station too.
Oh,
A
that's
radio
cool.
show too. Yes, I've been doing it for 6 years called I Want Luscious TV, and I only talk about sex.
Wow.
Oh, and love and relationship topics too to help out relationships. Doesn't matter if you married, boy, girl. I'm just here to help out. I told y'all that I did my study for over the years. I'm a sexologist.
it should have been called.
I'm a sexologist. I love talking about sex. I like helping people out because
Nice.
I know
Wait a minute,
I'm
Vi,
good
you
at
got
what
a
I
little
can do.
excited.
I did because I just saw her in like a business suit, and I was just thinking like, oh, I would love to do like a whole makeover.
Oh, it's on the flyer.
You done like a makeover? The opposite of how you dress now.
You do photo shoots like that all the time.
Oh,
I mean, every my photo shoots be naked though. No, other naked.
She said
not
that.
the naked part.
I'll show you the picture. It's,
Okay,
it's
okay.
on the flyer.
Oh, that's
that
dope.
he sent me. So
Yes,
I was
okay.
show
Oh, yeah,
you.
it sure is.
Yeah.
With the white
So
suit
I
on.
will show you here.
But Luscious,
Okay.
let's say this.
I am a business owner, so of course.
Let's walk around this topic a little gingerly.
Okay.
When you first came to Freedom Church, it was at the
Oh, we never got back to that.
at the wake of your mom dying, right?
I was
sorry
going
to
through
hear
something.
that.
So you was going through something. So when your mom died,
Yes.
what? What happened?
Our first lady's a porn star in recovery.
Who said that?
Talking about Trump's wife.
Talk about Trump's wife.
That's just they shouldn't say that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's her first lady.
Because if that's his first lady, you got to clarify who you are talking about.
So when your mom passed, right? That was a devastation for you, as all of us have lost a parent. So I don't know. Have you lost a parent?
I haven't.
Okay, so that's the only one that's. How did your mom feel about your livelihood? Because I know you had a great relationship with her.
Right.
How did
that
your
was
mom?
my best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was always scared to tell her that I was doing these things, but when I finally told her, but she already kind of knew, she was alright with it. My mom was actually my number one fan. Yeah, she used to wear my T-shirts. She used to sell my movies. She used to when I used to do a lot of female strip shows back then. She used to collect the money at the door. She would cook for the parties or whatever the case might be. And she was like, "Oh, you sure I can say something?"
Yeah,
I can say,
girl.
She was like, you ain't suck the nigga dick right. Why you ain't suck his dick right? I taught you how to suck
That's
dick.
what
I
your
said,
mother said?
nah.
Your mom said that?
Wow. My mom was like this. That's like my best friend. She was dressed like I dress. My mom had a bad body. Yes.
And how old was y'all when you had this conversation?
When I probably around when I first started doing porn, like 18, 19.
19.
But my mother used to always talk about sucking dick growing up anyway. She kind of scared me. I ain't started sucking dick till I was 18. I ain't lying. I was fucking, but I ain't sucking dick. I said, she scarred me. But I'm just saying, she just was, giving me some points. But she was my number one fan. I didn't care about anybody and anybody else.
She supported you.
She supported me. Yes.
Wow.
Let me ask you a question. You remember Pinky, right? Mm-hmm. And Pinky.
I know Pinky very well.
Do you really?
Absolutely. I did a scene at Pinky house. I got pictures with Pinky. I knew Pinky. I was on porn before Pinky.
Okay.
And but she was out West Coast. When you out West Coast, it was easy for you to. I started doing porn here in Baltimore.
It's like doing music in New York.
Yeah.
I first started doing porn. Everything I did was first started doing everything here in Baltimore. And a lot of people didn't even know. Yeah, we had our own company here and everything.
So how did you feel when she retired from porn to become a minister?
She a minister now?
Yeah.
Luscious, why you do that though?
Yeah,
Why
she
you
did.
can't do that? You said we're not judging though.
I'm not judging. That's my girlfriend. But I'm
But
just
Pinky is Luscious. Wait a minute, Luscious. Wait a minute, Clay. I
What
watched
can I
Luscious
be?
come to our church for a year.
Right.
She didn't wear nothing like that at our church.
Wow.
She was very conservative, and then
Wow.
I worked in business offices and
No,
I was
wa-
dressed conservative.
I'm saying you did that conversion too, and there was a situation with one of the members of the church, and you kind of stepped away, and I understood that because that
What
was,
happened with one of the members of the church?
without being too transparent. One of the members created a page, a likeness of her, and it wasn't her.
Several ones. And they was making money off
and got
of me.
money of
And they was making
the
money
member
off
that
of me.
brought her to the
Yeah.
church.
Wow.
And it was my best friend.
Yeah, and so
We
she
said,
told me, she
like,
said, I
you know,
can't. She said, I can't come worship with
I
you.
can't.
And that's how she stopped
I
coming.
respect
Yeah.
that.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go to jail. Which one? I'm going to go to jail because I'm going to kill him.
I
So
feel you.
I need to not
Wow, monetize.
come.
yourself in
I'm
that.
already coming to heal myself from what I'm going through and what I experienced. That's what my mother did in my house. So, I have been tore up ever since then. And it will be 11 years this year.
Because you
and I've been
wasn't
tore up.
even dancing in that time when your mom passed, was you?
Oh, yes, I was.
Oh, I thought you weren't because you was at church every Sunday, on time.
I don't work on Sundays. Sometimes I
You
work
work
on
on
Sundays. It depends
Saturday
how
nights.
much the money is, but I don't work on Sundays.
How much the money is?
Did you
that
tithe
money.
off that money?
Absolutely.
Were you a tither?
So
Did
he
you
said
tithe?
absolutely.
Like-
He
like-
missed her.
Like, so
He
you-
missed her.
like money. Did you get money to the church?
Maybe
Stuff like
that's how a
that?
couple of
Yeah.
these Benzes got bought.
She did very well.
I was wondering how he got that
She did very well. Let me tell you something. I would have never known it. I know she's not gonna be offended by it. But I don't even count the money. But at that time, we were wondering why, because that was at.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, we were wondering why that was the crossover between the cards and the cash. So everybody was using cards at that time, but we would always see a heavy number of tens and ones.
Luscious was dropping.
Luscious was dropping the cash.
Look at the
Glory to God.
now we know. Luscious, thank you for telling us. I knew we had too many
stood out
days.
the
God was
church,
keeping you the whole
This
time.
is freedom.
But you gotta understand this. I stood out everywhere I
Everywhere you
go.
go.
Everywhere I go.
She was very shy.
I don't look like a regular person, regardless,
Right.
because
That's
y'all
true,
can't
though.
see my tattoos. I am all my own. Look, my arms are tatted, and
Right.
I'm light skinned. I wear blonde hair and color hair, and I wear a lot of crazy nails. I got piercings, and I got a booty and a titty. Boobs. That's it.
They say you gotta have more
So-
than one titty.
Y'all heard it, so
I need a double portion.
but it's like that everywhere I go. It's like you get the eyes, everybody looking like,
Right.
you know.
If
'cause
she can
I look like a
climb,
Barbie doll
everybody
If
should
she,
sometimes, you
but from a
know.
pastoral perspective, homie, that's a good conversation for also have another time. How people win people to your church, and the same people who win them to your church be the same people who cause them to go away.
Yeah.
Because me and Luscious ain't had no problem.
No,
It was
and
the
it wasn't
person.
that. It was very hurtful because
Yeah.
when you start playing with my livelihood, my money, and I have a child, like people wanted to kill me because of things that he was doing.
Wow.
And you know, and he
Wow.
I'm not trying to discriminate because I don't discriminate with nobody.
Right.
But he did some things, like a lot of things, a lot
Like
of
he was
things.
prostituting your
Cause he can make his voice sound like a girl.
Wow.
So they was talking to him, and that one guy, I had to talk to this one guy. I was like, hold on, let me talk to you. I said, what? He said, I be talking to you. I said, no, you hear my voice? Do you
Right.
hear the other person's voice? And he was like, well, his name is Tony. Oh, I just said his name. I'm sorry. You know, I don't care. Anyway.
I can't.
We don't- it's
There's a
good,
man
yeah.
Tony
I
shit.
listen. I don't
They've
care.
been in and out of all churches. So let me ask you something.
But
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying. It kind of
We laugh
like.
because we know Brian Church. So
Oh, you got a whole bunch of them around there.
no, seriously.
You were fine.
I tried to disperse it.
It ain't mean to
Sister,
come
go
out,
ahead.
but I'm just sitting there saying it's just that, you know, I had to protect myself because
Right.
at the end of the day, I had to build myself back up on social media because this is how I make my money being who I am, and you
Right.
did this to me and it hurt it, and I just
Did
I
you
mean,
ever say you had church hurt?
no.
Why did you call it church hurt if the person brought you to church and then ran you out of it?
At that time, I wasn't thinking. My time was let me get away before I go to jail. So what was I'm thinking about, y'all or my child?
You know why I asked that, right? We talk about church hurt a lot. We talk
My
about church hurt a
child.
lot on that.
Because
on
you
the
could have
show.
really said,
Yeah.
you know, I went to Freedom Church and Freedom Church hurt me. She said, nah, I'm not coming here because he here.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We don't do that in the
See, we don't do it in the
How
church.
was he dealt with?
You make
though?
it general.
He wasn't
Everybody
there.
said him.
Did he get?
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
was there any?
I mean, I
repercussions
did,
behind that?
I did. I stopped speaking to him for a while, but then I called him. He came to my business and we was talking, and I asked him. I got pictures. I got everything. That ain't me. And then
All
I
things
said,
come
come on
around.
now. I said, listen, you've been knowing me for years. Now, I didn't realize that our phone syncs. You could sync your pictures from somebody else's phone.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
I didn't know that person was doing that.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
And then, like, he's
That's how
my
he was able to
assistant, so
make it
he's
sync.
working for me.
So you had your
I'm
phone a
doing
lot.
parties, you secretly taking pictures, and like
And
it-
posting it on the page and then
Yes,
and then
'Cause I was like, I
monetizing.
never did this. Where this picture come? But I already knew what it was because you know that is my assistant. So you using these and telling these people you managing me, and you telling people that you or my assistant or whatever the case might be. So, I mean, listen, it wasn't cute in that store. I just decided to just leave it alone
Yeah.
because I really was
That was
going
wisdom.
to hurt
Yeah.
that person.
Smart.
But I want to get back to your body
Pink,
language when we
yeah.
talk about when Pinky's
Pinky, yeah,
passing. Like, why
Pinky
you do that?
passing,
Like,
right? Yeah,
why you
what's
do that?
wrong
Well, I didn't know that's what she was doing.
Yeah, well, she
Are
got a
you in
pastor,
contact
but
with her
she
constantly?
She
Yeah.
But it
she's
said
a
it's-
minister.
Minister, right, yeah.
And she
It
like
says
they
not
got pictures
Pinky,
online
though.
of her like serving food at church and you know like
Is it
serving.
Pinky
I
or
mean,
Jasmine
I-
Cashmere? Because that's what somebody said on
No, I don't know that, but Pinky.
Leroy
when
tried
I
to make
come
sure
up-
he didn't know the name. Leroy said,
Yeah, I don't
somebody
know.
say
I don't know Jasmine Cashmere, but Pinky.
He pointed at
she
this
definitely.
phone.
Yeah. So she, well, she
Trying
a
to- he don't
preacher
know the
now.
name, say.
So. Why she doing that?
I'm
Luscious
So
is
no,
about
no,
to luscious her lips, so let her take it.
Luscious, you can't do that while we ask you about your friend.
Yes,
I
she
said
can.
I'm not. I didn't know that's what she did. My
Okay.
page got deleted, so I don't know what's going on in people's lives anymore.
Yeah.
I
the
don't
reason-
go and go on my page. I'm gonna put Pinky name in. No, I don't do that.
No, the reason I'm going to say it to
it
clarify for y'all friendship, we don't want her to hear this and think anything crazy. You haven't talked to her, so you wouldn't even know that she was doing it.
I didn't know
Right.
she was
She a
on that.
minister
That's
now.
what I was- yeah,
That's why
you
she
know.
stopped doing porn. She a minister in a church somewhere, and
Well, she been stopped doing porn. She was making money from her website. And you can get girls to go on your website and you make money off of other
That
girls.
fans only stuff.
Oh,
What is
see.
this fans
No,
only
it,
stuff?
it was way before fans only even came out.
Okay.
Like, you know, she does a website and girls be having sex or with guys
Oh.
or girl, boy, girl, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what she was doing, making money.
So
Oh,
she
wow.
probably still doing
I didn't know that's
You
what
think
she
so?
did. I'm not
How about
judging.
she? Hey, I
Right.
don't know.
Congratulations to her and their new life for her. I hope that help her out or whatever case might be. And
So is
I
it
don't
hard for
know.
you now being a business owner to totally leave those worlds alone and just become straight business, like outside of the porn and exotic dancing?
well, I've been a business owner for 9 years.
No, but I mean, what's the connection of why you won't stop the dancing?
that money good.
The money is definitely good.
Yeah.
I'm still making
Wait a minute,
money.
I seen. Wait a minute. The whole difference. Sometimes he
You have
uses
to recruit
and I hate when he uses me like this.
I try to stop dancing.
Vi, you curious about that?
No, Vi danced before.
Just a little bit. No, I'm not.
Wait, wait a minute.
Did you dance?
You danced before?
I never.
Oh, okay.
Because you got a little excited.
What's your stage name? Vintage Vibe?
Yeah.
Vintage. Yeah, that'd be it.
That'd
So
be
you're a little
that's hot right
vintage,
there. That's hot right
Vintage.
there. Yeah, I like that. I would.
You should have a site that gives women a name for just for the bedroom.
My God.
We done talked about that on my radio show.
What, say that again? What is it? Get a name for
I
who?
changed. Listen, one of my
name for the
old
bedroom.
co-hosts was
Gotta
on the
write
show. I
that
changed
down.
her life. She was just a bird. You know, like a flower,
that
not like
down.
this. And you know when you open it up and it's just this beautiful
She's
thing.
pretty, yeah.
And I made her feel comfortable within herself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Aw.
I done told her so many things. She would call me like, I need this help. I need help with this, and this. And I be like, all right. I mean,
What you doing?
this
All
and
of
this.
a
I'll
sudden-
thank you.
Marcus, why you
Right.
videotaping
No,
us?
Marcus, you've never
You've
had
never
your
done that.
phone
Why
out.
you videotaping?
You've never in 50 weeks.
Why you videotaping
Pulled your
us?
personal phone out until Luscious showed up.
Marcus, what are you doing for real? That's disrespectful, bro. You gotta tell us what you're doing.
He's giving us the
Why? Why? This out of all the shows we've done,
He never
why are you videotaping this?
He's never pulled his
He's
phone.
never
And your
y'all.
camera's not on me right now. Okay.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was before, but
It was
okay.
before.
He got his phone off of
He
Luscious,
ain't
baby.
even knowing y'all two.
So did he like mentor like young girls who are coming in?
That Marcus, I love him. Yeah.
I am waiting right now for my papers. I am going to be starting an organization for ex dancers and ex porn stars and stuff like that. We're trying to help them get in schools and job placements and help them find somewhere to stay. So that's what I'm working on. That, and we also going to do like a walk, like the slut walk, but it's going to be like a kind of walk.
What is a slut walk? What is
I know
that?
what it is, but facts.
Is you actually walking? It's a,
Yeah.
oh.
This
Oh,
woman,
oh,
it's like a
modeling.
woman's. No, you like walking, like how they doing right now, like when they protesting. But this is
okay.
like for women's rights or whatever the case may be. But I'm doing this for dancers and stuff like that because a lot of people look at us like we down here to do this. I've never done drugs ever in my life.
Oh, see, that's a good
You
statement.
understand? I didn't go down here to be an alcoholic either. I'm not an alcoholic. I do like my glass of wine, no shade, no tea. Goodness, I gotta have me a glass of wine a day.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
I never was one of those things. And I don't never, like I said, I don't never judge them. So we're just here to help people out. That's just what I'm working on. Just
and
like
you being
for
in
our
that
own
world,
rights.
you've never done drugs. That world is drug
I've
heavy.
never. I know.
Yeah.
Some girls can't dance unless they high.
Right. I know. I've been there. I've seen it.
I'm
Been all
talking about
around
coke. They
it.
doing coke.
Yeah,
No.
they doing some
You
doing.
You think I don't know that?
Oh no, I'm saying. I know. I'm saying.
I had a lot of girlfriends that real quick.
Right
I done
before
went
they-
to coke parties and I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs.
Right.
It's just never my thing. I like to drink wine. I like to be tipsy.
Right.
So it was your choice, though.
Yeah.
So what would you say to a young girl that was around your age when you started and was interested in getting into
Yeah, would you tell her
either
do
of
it
those
or don't do
industries?
it?
What would you say to her?
Are you somebody get into like the porn world?
Yeah.
Or either one, either industry.
I mean, I do be having people who ask me, either or I just tell them just play safe and be cool. Just watch your surroundings. Don't leave your drinks around nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
And because some young girls these days, they don't want to listen.
Yeah.
They not listening. They want to do what they want to do. They just knuckleheads right now. So
What would you say to the girl who is 16, 17 years old, having a troubled home with her parents, wants the money, want to make the money, want to
better
take care of
pray.
herself,
She better
but she
pray.
want to strip?
I ain't gonna do that. She better pray.
You would tell her to pray.
She better pray. That's it. You think I'm gonna go ahead and tell a 16, 17-year-old that they should go ahead and dance? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
So you see yourself as almost one of the survivors of that industry. Like you survived.
Right,
Some,
yeah.
So you don't see yourself as what everybody else sees you as.
I don't care what people see me.
No, I mean some people haven't like
some
that's,
good stuff. A lot of people do have some good things.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So what I'm
But,
saying
I
is
mean,
you said you've survived some things from the industry to
I
where
have.
you don't want to encourage nobody to go down that road.
No, because it's you can make the money, yeah, but a lot of girls don't be down there to make no money. They go down there and get their hair, nails, and toes done, which is nothing wrong with that. And you got girls who down there just to support habits and or just take care of man or stuff like that. And I mean, I sees all this stuff down here. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and encourage any woman. I don't care how old she is to go down there and make no money. But if
Right.
that's what you want to do, then do it.
You
But
said
you're not-
place.
you're not
Yeah, I'm
gonna
sorry. Go ahead.
say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because you're not going to say do that.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not
good.
gonna do that.
You said play safe. So how much does like STDs play a part in that world? Good question.
In an adult world.
Yeah. Just,
Okay, so we In that industry, we have our own company.
Okay.
Yes, it's required.
And it's a talent testing thing. It used to be called AIM testing back in the days. So now it's called talent testing. You go get yourself checked up, everything. The test lasts for 30 days. A lot of the porn companies does recommend do not have unprotected sex outside of your contract. And you mess up and have sex with somebody else and catch something, and it gets to any one of the other talent,
Gotcha.
they will blackball you. And it's like one little email, boom, this person got herpes, boom, this person got AIDS, and all the adult companies. You understand? It's a $1 billion industry. Do you think that these white people gonna mess up their money because you can't do what you're supposed to do out your contract? This is your job. This is how you eat. Porn is a job. It's a job.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
It's a $1 billion industry, like you said.
We get checks.
You know,
we can file taxes from this. You understand what I'm saying?
You both gonna do it. I want to say this. One of our writers wrote in and said, "Where is God in all this?" We can go to church and ask, "Where is God in all this?"
Yeah.
The types of dialogues we need to have now are the types of dialogues the church has been afraid of for years, especially when the majority of single members are having sex, pictures, and videos. Finally, there's a young lady who came who is transparent without any types of apprehensions about her journey, her struggle. This is not the conclusion. This is just an era in her life that she's proud to talk about. I feel always church people, and I represent the church, say stuff like, "Where is God in all this?"
Right.
We had her in church, and someone who won her to church caused her to walk away from church.
Man.
So I'm asking you, have you ever caused anybody to walk away from church? And I'm more specifically talking to my members on here who have the audacity to be wonderful when I know you.
Yeah.
So what we're not going to do is hide behind some religious curtain like we don't understand this.
Right.
The reason why we got children's churches because we have a lot of single folk having babies.
Wouldn't be no youth choir.
And so this is where God is in all this.
And God is always in the conversation.
He's always in the conversation.
And if you want to be biblically astute and relate scripture to it, it was Rahab the harlot
that hid,
that God used
that hid,
to hide those that God was bringing out. So don't act like this is something new because you want to hear a sermon. We're not preaching a sermon.
The church is real life. The church is so afraid to have a conversation with people so afraid perspectives different from themselves.
And I'm sure you see a lot of pastors.
It kills us.
I do.
In the ministry.
Hold on, stop being a harlot.
What did you just say?
You gonna move right on.
What did you just say?
I'm sure you see a lot of pastors. We're not gonna dog our brothers over here. We're not gonna dog.
I mean, sisters too. Then.
But you slid it in there, and you still do with us.
I know.
You're a third thinker and a theologian.
I am, but
And don't bet your eyelashes either.
Like, don't bat them eyelashes like that.
I'm
Don't
sure the
girl
sisters
up
do
right
too.
there. Don't bat them like that.
I definitely sees a lot of those too in the strip club.
Okay.
So
Why? Let me tell you something. Like Twan, why are we afraid of people who can be real on a public platform? But we give honor folk who lie.
Because half of y'all watching Pornhub when y'all log off us. Half of y'all got accounts set up, and you doing all kinds of nasty stuff in your house, and you probably gonna hit a DM later. So stop it. Like, this is what it kills me. Stop it with this fake church stuff. It kills me. Y'all gotta stop that. Like, y'all do this stuff, y'all talk about this stuff, y'all watch this stuff over dinner, and then y'all get on here on our platform and want to ask us about God. We talk about God 48 weeks out of 50. And then when you start talking about something different, it's where we go back to God. Last week it was don't go back to God, talk about something regular.
Yeah, they said don't go. They said
what do
we
y'all
talk
want?
about God too much.
So let me ask y'all
What do you
something. Okay, so what people don't think that just because I don't go to churches, God is not in my life. I pray. I talk to Him all the time. What are you saying? Just because I don't go to church, that don't make me no different.
I would like you to come back to church though.
I don't know.
I get it.
So after you stop attending,
no one
your
talks
previous
about
church,
the vibrator
did
in the
you go
nightstand.
to any other church where you were kind of done with church?
No, I ain't went back to church.
Whose church did you go back to?
What's the one on York Road? I mean, run the corner from York Road.
Tony Smith.
And what's the name of it?
No.
Church of Redeemed.
Church of Redeemed.
Oh, that's a good church.
That's a great church.
Man, I love
Great church.
I went to quite a few times with my cousin because my cousin, she the one was trying to get me to go to church for years.
Mr. Stokes don't know he got luscious kisses in there, baby.
Stokes,
We up in the corner.
you ain't know that, Stokes
We in the corner somewhere.
Somebody recognized me.
I want to buy too. And my cousin was like, go down there. I said, Girl, if you don't be quiet and leave me alone, let me get this word for this day.
That's right. See,
Girl,
that's right.
Somebody want me to walk all the way down there so everybody can see up. It ain't my booty this big. Listen,
Right.
no,
That was not fair.
No, we ain't about to get ready to do this one again. Anybody get ready to do this one again? I don't worry, everybody keep staring me in my face. I'm right in this corner, getting my word for the day, and get out of here and go home, go to sleep and eat. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, sis. Leave me alone.
Do you feel like people view you like some sort of like, how do you deal with people that view you as maybe like a sex object more so than just being who you
that's
are?
a job.
I am a sex symbol.
See,
People view me
And
like
you
that all the
okay with
time.
that?
I am okay. Listen, I'm very sexual.
Sometimes they
I'm
can
very
treat you like
sexual.
a freak, and then I'm not saying in a freak in the.
Right.
they approach you like a guy may walk up to you and be like,
you in-
"Girl,
like
that
you in a
that
circus or
thing." And they start.
something, you know
How do
what
you
I mean?
feel when they
Like-
do that?
Well,
Are you
it's-
okay with that?
I'm okay with it.
Not
Well,
at your mouth.
you gotta understand this. When I knew what I was getting myself into, I knew it doesn't bother me, regardless if I was doing porn or dancing or I paid to get my body done. Now that right there brings a lot of attention all day, every day. I can wear my hair in a boot camp ponytail. I ain't got no hair though, but I'm just sitting there saying, walking around with a do-rag or something.
Can we talk
Somebody
about that
fucking
too
on
for the
out.
ladies,
Right.
Lisa and y'all? Can we talk about the body shaming and how, like, I'll be honest, all these girls' butts look alike now. Like these butt jobs are killing me. Like flat butts it was different variations of booties. Now they all going to Miami and they all going to these places and they all getting these. How do you feel about the augmentation of the body to a woman?
I love it.
Well, you wouldn't have made no money if you hadn't. You did that
I
to your
made
body.
more money when I was skinny.
Really? Okay.
Yes, I was doing porn and everything when I was skinny. I did everything first besides music, but I just wanted to enhance myself because I'm getting diabetes, and I gained a lot of weight.
Diabetes.
I had diabetes. I got diabetes, so I had gained a lot of weight, and then when I lost the
We
weight,
laughing. Always when we start this laugh, we laughing at other dumb stuff that on our show.
on the thing,
It comes back up in
yeah.
our mind like, oh, diabetes. We
They
talking
laughing
about-
at me because I have diabetes.
yeah, we know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor today and I didn't get a
Even
good
I
report.
said, oh,
Real.
Candy.
Sorry.
You
to
all
hear
right?
that.
I
She
didn't
be
get
none about us.
Yeah, I did. I'm being very serious about that. I didn't get a good report
Sorry to
where
hear
they're
that, bro.
recommending dialysis.
Oh man,
That's real talk right
You
there.
gotta do
You,
better,
you
bro.
need to know what you need to do.
So we're not gonna talk about it because that's depressing right now, and I ain't trying to be
Right.
depressed. I had a bad day today.
That's how you having a good day now. We talking to Luscious
the
Kids.
truth
If you
right
just
there.
logged on,
Yeah, you know what?
to Thugs Think It's a
Yeah, open the
Theologian.
lines.
It's 8:48. Would y'all like to talk to her or ask her questions? Because we are
And be
8:48.
respectful. We
And
not
be
we-
respectful.
No, we
without
go
further-
at you.
'cause
You
Mark
disrespect,
will
we go
hang up
at
on
you.
She
1-855.
gonna come for you.
I
Four-
definitely will, and my mouth
493
is definitely vicious, but we ain't gonna go there. Be nice.
855-493-6499. The lines are now open for Luscious Kisses.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, any dialogue, anything you want to ask her, 'cause I know some of y'all need some little tips in y'all little bedroom. This is your time to ask, baby.
My God.
I don't think they gonna call.
You gotta be careful.
They won't call her private number.
If your wife come home with something too new,
We're not bringing no toy. You're not sticking up in my tailpipe. Let's get this clear. Don't you get excited tonight, baby?
Ain't nothing wrong with a
Your
little bit of
shirt
anal
down, come
play.
So what I'm saying,
Little anal play.
1-855-493-6499. Call in. We believe in God for Luscious Kisses.
And blow the trumpet in Zion. Oh,
Oh, that's a
almost blacked
I
out.
swear I almost blacked out, yo. I almost choked.
yeah. So
Oh.
you know, because
How do you-
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Oh,
Steph.
Go ahead,
how do you
Bob.
feel like
Go ahead,
this industry has shaped you? Because I know you said that you was very shy.
Mm-hmm.
Back, when you first started, you seem like you are very soft, but still like you've been through a lot, so you're kind of like hard at the same time.
Been
So
through a whole lot. I don't know. It's just like I said.
He done turned his head around.
what happened?
What is wrong with
I tell you, guys do not know how. Men do not know how to act when a beautiful woman is present.
We and Luscious have been friends, so I see it. So I know it. So it's not like I'm.
You gotta know us.
I'm not a
You
fan. I've been knowing her for a long
We
time.
done seen that out in Fells Point.
Yeah, we done seen it talk to
This is
her.
normal, for, really. Y'all
I
just
seen her
don't know.
shout
We
and
know.
cry at church before.
You shout in church. Bless you.
Yes,
You
she
dancing in
did.
church.
Look at that.
Steve McCoy was a musician when she
Look at
she
that.
was coming.
Oh, Steve
Really?
laid up
That's,
some
that's
days.
why he logged on.
Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve.
I was getting
musician back
everybody
then.
else was.
You
I
playing
like
something
to
in the
dance, so
atmosphere.
that's
Yeah,
what
you put something in the atmosphere.
I like dancing.
Me and Luscious
so.
friends, but I
I think it was more than just the dance, and I think you probably really felt the presence. Yeah.
Steve be putting stuff in the atmosphere with music. Luscious got feet, got a little light. She start dancing. Go ahead, Luscious. I love it. I like when you get shy. This is a shy moment for you.
No, this is not. I'm just trying to watch my mouth.
You don't have to.
She never wore nothing that provocative to church before. She was very, very, very moderate.
So let me ask you
I'm
this. So
dressed
how did the
like
church
that,
guys treat you
period.
in church?
Like, I mean, okay.
You were there for a year. So how did the church guys treat you while you were there?
I wasn't there that long.
Yes, you were.
Was it,
I don't
okay.
remember.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
came in the remember you came in the summer and you didn't leave until July.
That was 11 years ago. I can't even
Okay.
remember. 11, 12 years ago.
So how long
Actually,
you were
when
there?
that-
How did they react to you being there? Have you ever had a weird experience in church where it got like, oh, let me sit next to, anything?
No, I would come with one of my friends and stuff like that. So so I wouldn't be by
friend.
myself. No.
Women friends.
Homegirls,
Oh,
okay.
like my
And her
homegirls.
sister came a couple times.
Yeah, my sister came with me.
Do you hang out with other porn stars and strippers and stuff?
Not like I used to.
Okay.
I'm older now. My mom right now is on business.
See?
I got businesses that I'm
What
working
business
on.
do you own, Lush?
I own a boutique. It's called Pink Label Studio. We looking for a new storefront now.
Is that where you used to be on
Charles Street.
Oh my gosh! I came to your boutique a few times.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I used to own that one. I
you bought
closed
some
that down
fishnets?
for a while.
No, actually, she sold some really nice accessories.
I really didn't sell strip clothes.
did not.
I
She
did
had
not
some
sell
really
strip
nice
clothes. I
accessories.
sold women's jewelry, clothes, and accessories. And I
Yeah.
also make a lot of my stuff too.
Oh.
By hand, like
you
handmade or sewing and stuff like
You
that.
made the jean jacket for me. You remember that?
Yeah, But so
talented.
listen, yes, I am. So that's
We
that.
know you're talented, but you talented.
I have. Thank you. I am.
Luscious job, yo.
So we about to get ready. We looking for, like I said, we're looking for a boutique because I'm trying to open up a beauty bar
Oh,
in the
okay.
inside.
Okay.
So I have a pussy product line that I'm about to get ready to drop called Pussy Power. And it's like women's detoxing, you detoxing and V-steaming and all that
Exactly,
other stuff.
okay.
But it's a lot more stuff
Okay,
that I'm bringing out with
V-steaming?
it.
What is V-steaming? What is that?
It's
You know
vaginal
what that
steaming.
is? Vaginal steaming.
Vaginal steaming.
They send hot fumes up into the woman's body.
And
What is that,
does it
Vi?
do?
Like, what
It
is
cleans
what
it out.
is
Cleanses.
It's
It's
cleansing.
also
and
cleansing.
detox.
It's a
Okay,
cleansing.
okay.
It's
It's
better
natural
than
herbs.
Nice Gill.
It's
I
definitely,
would
it's
say y'all
definitely
tell us
natural
what it is.
herbs.
Yeah.
And trust me, I use it all the time when I say it makes a woman vagina tighter, made it smells better, it helps with like endometriosis or
It does,
PCOS or infertility. If you have vagina dryness, I don't have those issues.
Oh my God. After all these years, he kept you.
WAP.
After all these years, he kept you.
Well, WAP it up.
He kept you in a
Well,
mighty
WAP.
Russian flow.
Yes, I do have one
WAP
of those.
keeper.
He's a WAP keeper.
I do have one of those.
She said, I do have one.
I do. I don't have
can't
those
understand, yeah.
issues.
Is it
like
expensive to do that?
It can be.
Okay.
It can be.
Okay.
But I mean, it helps with different. It helps with different things and different causes.
How often
and
should you do it?
Let me tell you, you could detox some men out of your life. Like, say for
Wow.
instance, if I'm stressing and I had a boyfriend, we broke up, I'm detoxing all his negative energy from out of my vagina.
Wow.
Like I'm telling you,
That don't work.
It does work. Trust and believe it. It works.
But you know what's crazy though?
But I didn't say I was detoxing no man out my vagina. But I'm just sitting there saying it works for all the other things.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it
so
does.
You understand?
Right.
And
And you probably
it
should do
helps
that,
release
like-
stress and stuff.
Oh.
But like
Yeah.
I said, it's so much stuff that all these products help do. Just detox.
Wow, that's
get
What I
out
thought
of
was
it.
dope though is that you, in spite of, and some people may argue it, that you have a connection to God. You pray, you acknowledge God is in your life and all that kind of stuff, which is
Absolutely.
dope.
I grew up in church.
Did you really?
Yes, I was sung on the choir and everything.
Get out
Listen
of here! What?
here.
Are you serious?
What church did you grow
I
up in,
never
Luscious?
told these people this.
What church did you grow up? Come on,
I'm
tell
not
us.
going to explain that part even no more. I gave y'all church already. But yes, I grew up in church. Yes, I done sung on choirs and everything.
On the choir.
Yes.
Was it knee praise?
Oh,
Say anything.
you don't want to do that,
Say nothing.
baby. Oh, you don't want to do that. I will die. Brian, you really should be quiet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. No, I'm with
go
you.
with that.
Oh, no, I sang a
go
song.
against that.
Oh, my bad. I was singing a song that
my
would be
bad.
a good song. Okay.
My secret place.
Leroy, fish fry.
Don't
Pass the
you
fish fry.
know?
That's why y'all talking stuff like
Because
that.
some people, that's amazing. Because some people had an issue with that. Like you were saying, God, you know what I mean. But I think it's pretty dope that you still love
I
God.
don't have no issue with God.
Right.
God has
Wow.
blessed me.
Wow.
I'm living and breathing right now.
And what's crazy is God still loves you, but some church folk have a
Absolutely.
problem with you.
That's tough.
Isn't that
You're right.
crazy?
But we don't have a problem
That
with
God
our
loves
own.
her,
Tough.
and she loves God, and even
people.
though she'll be doing something that people might
But
agree
and
with,
there
but
goes
they
to
got
say
about
you
your
can't
link with
judge
God.
nobody. When
good.
one person can judge, and that's judges, and that's him. So I
Wow.
don't care if anybody judge me. I don't
Yeah.
care if they don't like me. I don't care if they don't like the things that I do. But guess what? I keep telling y'all I'm not broke, and I'm eating good, and I'm living good. So that's about it. I know what's in my heart. I ain't got to sit there and explain to everybody if I'm
And you about to
got
watch
God in my life.
another-
In my life, yes. Everybody
Y'all gonna
should.
stop
It doesn't
the
matter.
replays, Jukes.
What makes me different because I'm an entertainer. I'm not supposed to feel anything about God.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out my face.
Tell him to get out your face.
Get out
You
my
know God
face.
too.
Period.
You can be a stripper and know God.
You could be anything. Doesn't matter who you is, and still know God.
Yes.
Know the Lord.
And
What is
still
wrong
know
with
it.
that? What is wrong with that? There's
And
nothing
more
wrong with
important than
that.
that, God loves you.
Absolutely,
Yes,
He
right.
loves all of us.
He's married to the what?
Yeah, the backslider.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come on here.
Yeah.
And Steve
That's
McCoy
Steve.
said, and if she's ever gotten saved and received Christ, she's still saved eternally.
Eternally.
So there's nothing.
And let me explain that
Talk,
too.
Steve.
Yes, I have been saved before too. Yes, I have been baptized and everything
You been
else.
talk-
Yes,
Are you
I
know
have.
Steve?
Yes, and I don't know who that is, but I'm just
Oh,
sitting
okay,
saying,
okay.
No, she
like,
just said,
I
hey.
have been baptized before. Yes, I have as a child. I told you I grew up in church.
Right.
You know, just because I like what I like. Everybody like what they like. Y'all gonna go home tonight, probably watch Pornhub.
But you know, I gotta be honest. I was never
else.
I was never a Pornhub type of guy. I'll
What's
be
on
honest.
your cookies?
I'm not getting all excited
Let's check
all
your
like that
cookies.
unless I'm great. Corey.
I watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I watch
It just wasn't for-
other
it just for me.
people. I like
So
watching
do you
two
watch it
girls.
for
I watched it
entertainment,
before.
or do you watch
I'm
it
not
to
gonna lie.
like critique it?
I like watching two girls.
Okay.
Yeah, have fun with each other.
Okay. Well,
James
Okay.
Ford said,
What he said.
would she be able to serve in our church knowing her current occupational
That's a good
status?
question.
Like,
That's a
so
good question.
could Luscious join Mission Life and be a hospitality greeter? Could she join Freedom and be
she got the spirit for it.
sing on the praise team? Could she
I'm not joining
join?
church right now.
No, we're just giving a hypothetical.
Well, why not, though?
They say why not?
Why not?
It's too much judging.
I'm a defender of the church, so you
It's too
go
much
ahead.
judging.
I want to hear it.
It's too much judging. That's it. It's too much judging. I ain't got time.
Wow.
I got a mouth on me. I don't care who you is.
Wow.
No,
Let me ask you this. So when you were at your previous church, did anyone judge you while you were there?
I was all the way up the top part of the balcony in a corner,
Not
hiding.
that one, the other one. I don't want to say the name, but the other one.
I was in the back.
But no one judged you.
I didn't know. I don't know if anybody had judged me. I didn't care if anybody had judged me. I was
get it.
coming there because I was having issues amongst myself.
Yeah.
And I told y'all that I lost my mom. My mother died in my house.
Right.
And I was going through stuff mentally,
Yeah.
psychologically. Do you understand? That does not have nothing to do with I got going on in my personal life or me being an entertainer or dancer, any of these things.
Yeah.
You
Period.
were trying to get something from God.
I just wanted the
Right,
word. I
right.
need to make myself feel better because I was mentally tore up.
Yeah.
When you find your mother, fuck everything else.
Yeah.
Fuck her father, no shade. I'm sorry, but my mother the one gave birth to
Right.
me.
That's
and
right.
had me for 9 months in her stomach.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only person that accept me and love me for me, did not judge me and think nothing bad. So I lost my mother in my house. I moved her in. She just lost her husband 2 months before she passed away.
Wow.
So I had to watch her every day be depressed and be upset and everything that she was doing to hurt herself.
Yeah.
And I seen it.
Wow.
And I couldn't save her. So at the end of the day, you in a dream, you sleep. After you get your son ready for school. I'm in a bed sleep and I had a dream. Some say go check on your mother. And I woke up. It was 1 o'clock at the time. I said, well, Mom, something tell me go check on my mother. So I got up and looked in the room door, seen the light on. I thought she was getting ready for
Yeah.
a girlfriend for
Right.
a funeral. Knocked on the door. Boom. She didn't answer. So I opened the door. She laying across me. She always like her little lingerie and stuff. But I saw the different color in her skin. And I just was like, because I had just talked to my mother 4 or 5 o'clock that day. I mean, that morning. a.m. because I was supposed to flew to Atlanta. She was going to keep my son.
Wow.
So just imagine if my son would have found that and I'm in Atlanta.
Wow.
Right.
Okay? My baby was a baby then.
Yeah.
So when I got in touch, she was gone. I couldn't save her. So I've been tore up ever since then. So I don't care what anybody got to say.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow.
So that's the reason why I decided to go to church.
Yeah.
That did not make me wasn't praying any of them other times for all these years.
Yeah.
It's just that I didn't want to go because all this judging shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want that. I don't want that. Let me come in here and let me be great. Everybody else being great, when y'all being great, let me be great. Let me go here, come in and get happy and
Yep.
and get the
And
word
feel that
and
goodness,
keep it
feel the
on
Spirit
moving
of
with
God.
my life.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's right.
Leave me alone.
And that's all you wanted.
That's it.
And you didn't get it.
Oh, I got it. I just had to stop coming for a certain reason.
Because of the challenge, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, I think it's important because
all this is happening around this time. All this. So
Wow.
you got people that's there. Do you understand? That was there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And you understand, you dealing with things
Yeah.
by yourself. Sometimes you mentally get so up. So yes, I went to church. Yes, I went to go see a psychiatrist because I was not there. Okay,
Yeah.
and I had to be there because I have a child.
yeah.
Do you understand?
Right.
So I don't care what nobody say about me.
Do we
I
have-
don't have all these kids. I don't have a lot of baby daddies. I don't got none of that.
Yeah.
One job.
And I've been married before. What?
Yeah.
I like
and
that
I
she
love
said
it.
Thank you.
psychology because a lot
Yeah.
of times we stop, even in the church world, we kind of like we pull away from that. So are you big on self-care and making sure that you stay checked in with everything that you have coming against you? You have some amazing things that's happening for
Thank
you.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So
you.
how do you really just stay checked in on a daily basis for yourself, like just self-care? I mean, I know you're in the world of just serving and giving to people. How do you serve yourself?
Good question.
That is definitely a good question.
I think
So
she's
how,
turned up for the other
just
stuff.
in that entertainment,
Trying to
how
kind
do you
of
just make sure you
decompress a
serve
little
and
bit.
Trying to
give?
calm down.
Yes, you-
My bipolar is all kicking in real bad. Like, yeah, it can go for 5,000 with me. I'm
Right.
a Gemini, so and I'm a bipolar. Look, it goes from 0 to 100,000 and 5,000.
And this can be for all of
But,
us
yeah.
in whatever industry we in. It's just making sure that we are serving ourselves. So
Do
how
you think our
do
churches
that?
have a
Very good.
culture of judgment?
Very good.
But
Oh,
see,
absolutely.
and I don't probably.
Y'all don't
this
want
is
my-
my
Not
personal
now.
opinion. Not
Not now.
The
After
church has never
the
been
church
as
is so
liberal.
different now.
It's so liberal now.
don't
Maybe
know if we
20,
have a-
30 years
yeah,
ago.
20, 30 years ago.
2020?
Nah,
I
I
don't
don't
think- nah,
because
I-
all of us have.
There is several judgment. There's an embracing with judgment. Because there are certain criteria that are set within the culture of church while people are doing the same thing that they're judging. But they're doing it.
You don't
not
even hear
being
people preach
exposed.
about sin anymore.
They do, just not about theirs.
No, I mean, if you go on YouTube or whatever you let's do now, you very rarely hear the word sin even
Yeah.
preached, and everything is your best life. How, just be great stuff like that. You don't hear like how we grew up on. Like we don't preach the way that our
Well,
parents.
it's not as
preach.
dogmatic.
Yeah, it used to
Absolutely.
be
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's very
Because
self-helpish
that's how
now.
the culture is.
Like you don't hear hell in church anymore. You don't hear. All you hear about Satan is he a liar. And he can't stop your flow, or you trying to get where you got to go. But you don't hear about, I don't know. So I think now the church is much more liberal now than it's ever been, and I think that sometimes people attach themselves to old ideologies that no longer reign in our churches. Now, of course, you can find some little pockets of churches here, but the
I'm
overarching
gonna disagree.
majority.
If Luscious walk in any church right now and they recognize it's going to be a judgment, we got to stop doing that.
I don't think so, though.
Yes, it is.
Like she
Or-
put the
or
freedom.
a stare.
It's going to be a stare as a judgment.
you-
A stare is like, oh God,
Do you
what is she?
always-
What is she doing in
always
church?
stare.
If you walk in Twan,
it's like,
no,
I'm
if
I
I
walk
figure
in
out where
church,
you are,
Spencer's in church.
Right.
yeah, or
I'm not
if
saying
they
I
don't
go
know
to
you,
Y'all
like
just walk
this,
into a
no,
church like
but-
that as a porn star. Like she said, they're going to stare. Wonder what she doing. Who she know? Who invited her? It's a whole bunch of that. And Clay, you know that's real. Well, yeah, like I'm saying, that's not real.
I'm saying yes in some environments maybe.
No, all of
But
all of
I think
them.
you believe so?
All of them.
I feel like all of
Freedom Church,
Every
nobody judged
church,
you there, right?
Mission
I
Life,
mean,
every
the guy that it brought you there, but that was personal between you and him. But the other 99%, they embraced you, right? Or mind their business, kind of
You
steered out
can't
of
tell
your
me
life.
you really believe you really believe what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
You really believe a Luscious Kisses walk into a church and they recognize it. There's no judgment.
I believe people are going to mind their business.
Man, you done lost your mind, yo. Stop.
People,
It might-
people come out from prison
Stop.
and come to church, and nobody
Stop.
judge them. They mind their business.
Prison and a porn star has nothing to do with the same thing.
But how they
I
supposed to
don't-
know if he was in prison?
Right.
Because
Come on,
the
Clay.
same way how people would know that you were a porn star.
They watch the video. They know she a porn star.
But everybody don't watch porn.
Most
some
of them in
people
church
recognize
do.
it,
Yeah,
You-
but
you
I
saying
think
most.
I
Twan.
think
A lot.
I think Luscious's
You're doing a lot.
mechanism speaks of a judgment because women,
Thank you.
especially who dominate our churches, are going to already put her in the category
Yes.
based upon her body image.
We
That's
allow
They'll keep their husbands away from her.
church
They go, come on,
in
man.
2020.
That has to do-
We allow gay men and women to pastor churches now, and nobody says anything.
We do
I
say
mean,
something.
and I ain't saying we should. I'm just saying that 20 years ago that would not have flown, and we all know that.
It did fly.
30
We
years
just didn't
ago,
know it.
it did. I mean, it was hidden. I said openly, meaning a man can marry a man and be a pastor now,
And that's judged
no
too
one
right
says
now.
anything.
No, that ain't true. We
And,
do
and
say
Tamar
stuff.
Payton said, if they know who she is, they need to be judged.
if they know they need to be judged. You talking about the person needs to be judged?
The person needs to be judged,
or the person that came in to visit. Because if you say the person came in to visit, I'm about to go at you for that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm about to go at him. No, if he tell me that,
I think he's saying the person who is judging needs to be judged.
It ain't none of them need to be judged. First of all, that's a crazy statement.
The people who are being religious against the people who are coming in need to be judged. What I think he's saying.
They shouldn't even be judged. First of all, that's a tough word. You can't judge anybody.
Just leave the judgment out.
Thank you. Let's start with that. Yeah. Nobody should be judged. There's an opinion. Now they're going to have an opinion against Luscious. If she walks into any church, women are going to feel threatened. They're going to keep their husbands away from them, their boyfriends.
But that's any woman.
No, it's not any woman.
Any bad chick walking in your church,
if a porn star,
it don't matter. Any tough chick walking in your church, she going to have a few little looks.
But I don't know that
all
girl.
that kind of stuff.
I know Luscious was a porn star.
If Luscious felt a feeling from people in that church and left because of that, we lost.
But it wasn't that though.
No, I'm not saying for that. I'm just saying. But
ask her. Have you walked into a church and felt that?
You have?
Facts.
You felt like they looking at you, or they
every time, yes.
Now
I used to be irritated all the time, and my homegirl used to tell me like, just chill. I said I just be irritated because everybody's in your face.
Steve said there's a righteous judgment.
Everybody's
and I didn't want to go there, Steve.
Get out of my face.
I didn't want to make this about.
Yeah, but I just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Only the righteous can judge, though.
Yeah, and
Steve,
we are.
Steve said there's a righteous judgment, but yet he also
Leroy, what is he saying
in a different context?
Leroy, please clarify because the righteous judgment. I believe you can't judge. Righteous is the key word,
right? And Christ makes us righteous.
No, he don't.
Stop.
Stop. You can't just because you got God and you don't mean you can judge a person.
No, I didn't say you can, but
that's what you just said.
When you give
God makes us righteous,
He does.
No, we are the righteous.
We are the righteous.
It's
the Bible. The Bible says so we can judge them.
That's what you say.
No, I'm not saying we're the righteousness of God.
He just said
well, because I mean, essentially, meaning this, when you accept Christ in your life. And you choose to put His mind, His ideas, His values into your life and say, well, I'm going to look at life through the eyes of Christ. Then we do look at life a little differently than the rest of the world. We're supposed to because we are we're God's people, right? So judging somebody saying I cannot be friends with or not love Luscious because it's not Christ. But Christ can say I don't agree with the sin but still love the person.
That's not judging.
Well, you are judging an activity. So you're saying that if a person, so meaning not you, sister, because we love you 100%, but if someone, meaning it could be adultery, it could be anything.
That's judging.
You know what I mean? I'm saying, but we also look at it from the lens of Christ. Say, well, that's not what Christ wants us to do as believers, but I still love the person, the people, right? I mean, that's how we're supposed to live as Christians, meaning not judge anybody and say, because you are a sinner, we call you a sinner, whatever, we can't associate with you, we can't love you, stay away. That's judgment where you're saying, it's not that kind, but you can say, I love that person with my whole heart, I'm there for them. But there are some things in their life that I don't necessarily agree with, and you know what I mean. Because
for me to just say I don't agree,
but that's real. People do that though.
For me to say I agree is one thing. But for me to go into past the agreement state and start saying, well, I don't know why she do that. That's wrong. That's nasty. I'm now judging.
Well, how's that nasty? You do all that stuff in the bed, don't you?
That's my okay. So my point. Here's my point. That double standard crap. The stuff that y'all judge, or the stuff that y'all doing. Right. That's my problem. So I don't mind if you clean. Yeah. Because if you clean and you saying something, which none of us can ever be because we all in flesh. But if you're clean and you have how can you say and you go home and do it? You watch our videos and get pointers.
Look at Steve said, Paul judged righteously. I get it, but I'm saying,
I think you're using the wrong word. Paul did not judge. I'm saying he did not judge. Well, I know. Well, Steve thinks he's a theologian and all that. He believes in eternal security. So I don't know. Yeah. He said he wish he was here to explain. Call in, Steve. We always had these debates with you, so I don't want nobody to think that we arguing or fighting.
Ain't nothing new.
You believe in eternal security, which is wrong too. But nevertheless, so that's what it is. I think it's the wrong word that is being used. It's
I get it. It sounds hard.
You can't put like righteous and judgment together.
Okay.
And then James Ford said that we got to judge against the standard of Christ. No, God never created us to judge.
Yeah.
He says it very plainly to his disciples, judge not, yet ye be judged.
Right.
We are not supposed to be judges. That shouldn't even be in the conversation.
That's what I was saying.
The conversation is about we are the righteousness of God in Him.
In Him.
He makes us righteous.
Absolutely.
And so when He looks at us, He wants to see Himself. So it's not for us to judge. It's only for God to judge. So He's going to judge the quick and the dead.
So
are we supposed to look at life?
Coming out.
Listen, I love when he go there.
Are we supposed to look at life through through the lens of Christ, meaning view life from a God perspective, meaning He gave us the Word of God to learn from, to internalize, and then live out in the earth, right? So as believers, are we supposed to look at life through a lens or the lens of Christ? God, meaning the Word of God. So when we make judgments on anything, on whether or not to, whatever, do we judge or we make a decision based on what the Word of God says?
Our decision making should be governed by
the
the Holy Ghost.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, right? So with that being said, so I think so take judge out and just say make decisions. So should we make decisions about life, whatever it is, who to marry, just whatever life situations are, based on what the Word of God says we should. So we should,
for our own lives, but not somebody else's.
Yeah, I get it.
That's
what I'm
point.
saying.
Yeah,
that's when judging comes in. That's what I'm saying.
That's my point.
It's a very slippery slope, if you will.
Yeah.
With those type of terminology.
Yes.
And so we have to be very careful when we say things like that, because we make ourselves the judge.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my whole
and
issue.
And we're only
people make
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We're
Go
only
ahead,
open unless the Holy Spirit shows us the light to our own issues and our own inward stuff.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, each of us have something that has yet to been exposed in our own life, unless the Holy Spirit reveals
it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you.
A famous Antoine line: "The Holy Ghost is a revealer."
That's he is a revealer. Luscious, you've been. So when is the last time you've been inside of a church?
3 months ago.
Oh, okay. Visiting just somebody invited you just came?
We have a show and bring Leroy and let Leroy and Steve go at it.
But you know what? A relationship with God does not start
Steve
with the
plays
church.
the organ most of the time and doesn't read the Bible.
Yeah, this is before the pandemic really hit. I went one time.
Yeah.
He didn't judge.
And you just
anyway.
how was the experience? It was like just went and left.
The church is very nice. It's the same church. I've been quite a few
Yeah,
times.
like the church today,
I love you,
seems
Steve.
very open and loving to people. We don't really, you know what I'm saying?
It's
I
really
don't know.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went, and then I was dead.
Yeah. But I think it's very important that we had this talk. I'm glad it turned the corner.
So is it wrong for couples to watch
that.
porn and to get ideas from, if marriage is honorable? That's what the man said.
And they are
Absolutely
believers.
not. It's nothing wrong with watching porn as couples. You can learn some different things.
Yeah, it's married couples.
We did
Some married couples still do the same position in the bed. Do you want to learn how to do some different things? Porn show you different things.
Because Barry, he's a little
What's wrong
short.
with that?
He's only
So
5'2".
His wife is a little taller.
she's 6'8".
He's looking for other ways to.
So 6'8" and 5'2". Do you have any pointers how to climb that tree around? Or should he be spinning around? Who should be doing the spinning?
Does she get any? Did you get anything from church when you went? A young lady asked that question. Aisha asked that. Do you get anything from church when
Every
you went?
time I go to church, I get the word.
Yeah.
I go because I want to get the word.
Well, let me tell you, Bishop Stokes is one of the more greater churches in our local area.
It is.
I get the
Bishop,
word.
It is.
He is a
Very
sober,
Definitely gonna get a
a
word.
father, integral
Yeah.
character,
He is.
and
It's a really nice church.
ain't no crooked with him. He
I think the church is in a very tough position
It always is.
because if we don't have a standard, people complain about it and say the same thing happened in the world in the church. But then if you do have a standard, then it's considered judgment.
I do
So it's
believe
tough.
that.
Do you have-
I do believe that's a great way to say. You need to say it again.
Do you have any
Kelly, don't cancel
suggestions
us.
that can enhance? I told Sherry I was going to ask that.
Ask what question?
Can you give me a few little side pointers to spice it up?
Y'all need to have a meeting.
What should be the addition to what's
She has a live webinar for that paid right now.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask y'all a question. So would y'all let Luscious come and talk to your married women?
Like last night, my
Yes,
show was last
I
night.
would.
And I had
And as a pastor.
You can come talk. To
the topic
anybody.
last night was missionary, and I just wanted to let people know that missionary is not it don't have to be born. Missionary don't have to be born. There's different ways that you can do different things in missionary. I love doing missionary. Missionary is like one of those things that is the skin to skin, the heat, the sweat, the touch, and the eye contact, and y'all just being
I'm glad you get that
real intimate with each other. And you kissing, and you
I feel so
rubbing, and you
convicted.
rubbing the back, and pulling his hair, or rubbing his bald head, or you know.
This dummy, the little guy that's 5'2", said he got a step stool.
What?
He said the step stool might need to help.
But we had that talk a while back,
We did though.
and the church gonna have to make a decision
On what?
on we're gonna be liberal and just say we know you whatever and serve, or run the risk of damaging people. Because our crowd is majority church, and I wanted them to hear. They need to hear her story.
They need to hear it.
And so that
she had a true story.
A true.
So she didn't have a filtered testimony.
Yeah.
And if all of us would be sensitive, the dynamic of the room changed when she started talking about her mom.
The whole room changed.
Her spirit was in it.
Yeah.
She almost started crying.
She almost cried.
Yeah.
She almost started crying.
That was a major experience.
And imagine what could have happened in her life if she had stayed in church.
Not the lashes on.
But did you feel something in your spirit like this was very...
I mean, when it comes to my mother, yeah,
right,
it's my mother.
And I'm not trying to...
I wasn't going to cry. I don't feel like crying. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry.
That's right.
You ain't got to be hard with us.
I don't want to cry. And then what Mariah Carey said, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry.
Now, I lost my mom too. So trust me, that moment almost got me.
It's hard.
Because it's tough.
It's hard. It's hard.
It never gets better. You get strength, but you never, you have those moments you just sit in the car and you lose it.
Wow.
I mean, literally just lose and can't explain why you're losing it.
Yeah.
And you stay there for a while.
You don't have to be so hard, Luscious.
But
loosen up.
But Brian, so imagine what you've been able to do.
I don't want to cry.
The church in her life if she didn't act to that.
Don't want me to cry. I don't want to
Some crying music or something.
Right, she don't want to cry.
Don't cry, Luscious.
That's right.
Girl,
she may be a preacher.
Girl, you know special.
I do not want to cry. I don't want to cry.
You better go and release and let it go.
I think there's a ministry in you.
I believe it too.
Look at me, Luscious. And
you know,
can you look at me for a minute? Look at me, sir.
The hand of God on her life.
I believe
we can pull it.
That the hand of God is upon your life, and I'm not negating nothing. I'm telling you, just as you are, without the curse words, I believe you could really impact some people.
Absolutely,
I really believe it. I believe all of us have a testimony. All of us are pastors, whatever.
And she gonna find her a nice deacon.
And her breaking point was when her mom
that's
passed.
my homegirl.
Yeah.
And then that situation came.
But that's how the enemy worked, though.
Yeah.
You a homie.
Because she
That was- that was
she had
the
a tough thing in her life.
We just been friends for 20
I seen it in her
years.
eyes.
I felt your eyes.
Your eyes
Your
are
eyes
We've been friends for 20 something
Look
years.
at her eyes.
Your eyes.
over there and she was talking about her mom. I wanted to hug her so bad.
I told you.
Yeah. We felt it. You should give
The
her
hand
your
of God in your
girl.
life, Luscious. I'm trying to tell you.
Hug it. Hug
I'm
her.
about to get ready to walk out on all of y'all.
Better not. Better not.
Go ahead.
God is drawing you now.
Go ahead. He's gonna let your car start when you get your car.
To come
It's really making me want a whole bottle of wine right now. I did tell her glass, but I need a bottle right now.
We're not drunk as you suppose.
This God spirit.
This
will
is
be
that.
later.
I was drinking
No,
all the
but
way
I mean,
in.
You gonna have a moment later.
but I mean, just think about it. Her
Listen.
mom
Your friend right
passed.
there, she had a
She
moment.
came
over
to
there.
church.
Man, you know how
She was
many,
growing in
give
the
you some
Lord,
support. She
and
like
then
you for
something
real.
happened.
you know how many frauds
Like
we have in
forever.
all of our churches who never tell us truth.
Yeah.
And now
Yes,
we're going to
man.
shun Luscious for being absolutely unfiltered
Yes, Steve.
about
Yes.
her truth.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
I am a real person. I keep it
Yeah,
real. I
we love
don't
you,
care what
sis.
comes out of my mouth. I don't care if it hurts anybody's feeling, but I try to be nice and respectful when it comes to things. But guess what? At the end of the day, like, I don't give you no fakeness. I'm gonna give you all real stuff. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. And I told you, I said, you can ask me anything. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem saying anything. But it is what it is.
So what do you
I'm
want
real.
them? What do you want them to know?
What's the takeaway?
about you now? Like who is Luscious now?
I am a businesswoman. I'm
Yes,
a
she
businesswoman.
is.
I'm an entertainer. It's just,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's regardless of whatever I do, because there's a lot of things that I do in my career. I'm a model. I told you I do music, and
You anointed.
I'm now starting to be in regular movies. I was in a movie with Keke Palmer. Y'all didn't even know that, did y'all?
What?
Keke Palmer
I
did
know
a
the movie. What's the
Called
movie?
Pimp.
Caught the pimp. I
Called
saw
The
it.
Pimp. So I was in there.
Go,
I'm in
girl.
another movie about to get ready to drop.
You were the
Crimes and
hooker
Crimes.
in the
I was
Pimp.
not a daggone hook. I was a stripper. I played
Stripper.
stripper in
I'm
all the
sorry.
movies.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
Stripper.
doing your things, yo.
Yeah, so I'm starting to I've done a couple other things, but I'm just still waiting. Like, I'm more acting role, more of a speaking part and stuff like that. But I'm always playing the strippers. But I don't have a problem playing that.
It's
That's
getting you in
fun.
the door.
I play strippers
It's
all
getting you
day
in the
long.
door. Right. That's all.
Get you in the door.
And I'm good with that. So, like I said, and then I'm now working on my own web documentary. It's called I Love Luscious.
Nice.
It says how I became Luscious and who I am and
That's
all
good.
my
I like
careers
that.
and businesses and everything that I got going on. So that's why you see her. I need all my footage for everything. Even when I open
That
up a
scene gonna make it in
commercial,
there. When
Did
you
you
about to
highlight the
cry,
fact
that
that
scene
you
going
was
in there.
Because
That
when I
scene
first
going in.
came-
Yeah.
Better not
That was-
cut that out.
Right. That was a good. That was you showing a whole another side of yourself. That scene
was
going
like,
in there.
Yes.
And I saw your eyes getting a little watery.
Blacked
I
out a
said,
little bit.
I
I said,
wasn't
work
gonna
on the
cry.
Lord. Work on
I
it.
wasn't going to cry. I didn't
Smile-
talk this story
That's
too
when I
many
came.
times.
Smiley,
Exactly.
Smiley
When I
says I
came-
unfiltered. I'm sorry, sis. That's why I follow her talk show. Smiley, she's a member of
Tell I
Pastor
said thank
Burson's
you.
church.
And I am an award-winning radio show.
Really?
Okay? Yes, I won 2 awards for my radio show.
Yo,
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on, man.
We applaud you.
And you know, we just
Will you
appreciate
be
you
opening
coming.
up another
God
boutique?
loves you,
I am.
sis. I
I
can't
am.
wait to see
It's
what
going
gonna be like a
be
fashion.
the boutique with the beauty. I'm gonna have a beauty bar inside of there too, so it's gonna be like the same thing, but it's just gonna be a beauty bar instead.
Okay.
So nigga get the V steams and stuff there, or
And do some
eyelashes.
shopping.
I'm doing
Okay.
waxing down there, men too, the booty holes. I'm doing everything.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You wax men's
Booty holes. Yes, private.
Men.
Hold up. I feel it coming on me.
And the penis area too. Yes, I mean I think it's nothing wrong with getting waxed down there.
Oh,
But you got some guys that's like dancers or entertainers
Right.
or porn stars.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
just photo shoots like models.
Right.
You can't
Okay.
have all that hair and stuff down there.
Right.
But if a guy just want to come just get himself cleaned up, it's nothing wrong with getting himself cleaned up.
Right.
Me personally, I don't like my man with no hair.
Come on here.
Get that hair off.
Come on.
Get that hair
so
off.
guys come to you now and get that service done?
No, not right now. Not yet.
Oh, but when?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be on your menu.
Soon.
What do you call it?
It's waxing. You getting your body area waxed.
Yeah.
You can
You gotta call it a
you
name.
can also get.
What would you
Yeah,
call
like-
And then you know you
What
can
you
also
give us
get
the
like
full Monty or something like that?
You
have a full Monty,
Right.
please.
So I got license for some of these things that I'm doing now. So just,
That's
You
good.
gotta think about the good day. He right. You gotta be. Can I get the full Monty?
Oh Lord! We got in the live. Who is it? Watch what they're talking about. This is
that
a.
one there.
Oh, watch you watch a little
Like,
porn.
Holiness.
I'm gonna have to get that. Let me get my glass of wine.
done-
But my
she
goal
done
was
yesterday.
on.
You done had a personal
Goddamn.
ministry moment.
That is so dope. That is so dope, man. So
Luscious, we
man,
thank you so much for
coming
coming on
on,
the
man.
show.
You
We
were
appreciate who
awesome.
you are.
We
We appreciate you
awesome.
being
You were
raw. If you
awesome.
ever want to come on, if you ever want us to, do anything for you, we're here to support you. You already know that. I mean, but
So-
we got you, shorty.
Oh well, I mean, thank y'all for having me.
Buggy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to come back? I don't have a problem coming
Absolutely.
back.
What's your
You gotta
information
come
to follow you?
Okay,
What's your,
so all right, so I had my page deleted on my birthday. I was so irritated. I got deleted of 126K following. So
really?
yeah, we trying to meet my entertainment lawyers trying to get the page
Yeah.
back now because 126K. I'm just so irritated.
Yes.
I miss the likes.
were you getting endorsements when you hit certain numbers?
Yes. Yes, you do.
And Love and Hip Hop was looking into me. So like. I was
I think I
pissed.
read
I
that
cried
somewhere,
on my
yeah.
birthday
You get that
so
back?
bad. So I got my
That's
entertainment
okay.
lawyer
You
right
don't get it
now
back.
looking
You don't
into
get it back.
because, and if people don't understand though, when you are an entertainer and you are doing things, people are looking and watching your numbers. That was
They
my
are.
money. I was making a lot of money off of my page. So it's like now
Yeah.
it's dry. I mean, I only got like
126.
1,600
We
followers.
got to start all over.
Well, you're gonna have a whole bunch of
You'll get 'em
saints
back.
on your page
You're
now.
gonna be all right.
Praying for you and stuff like that.
Everybody right now, go follow Luscious. What's your
Okay,
page?
okay,
Give the
so-
Praying
information.
and watching.
Give the information.
Went
Right.
away.
Oh, she
Okay,
she
yeah.
can't see that camera.
So
Right.
yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. That's Luscious Kisses 1. Twitter, Luscious Kisses 1. My fan page on Facebook, that's Luscious Kisses. My website be back up. That's iwantluscious.com.
Okay.
Y'all can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a lot of things that's on there. Guys, if you ain't never seen any of my booty bouncing videos, music videos, any other reality shows, or anything that I am in, everything is all on there.
What channel is that?
But YouTube, Luscious Kisses, what's wrong?
Can you spell it out? Make sure we spell it correctly.
Okay. It's LUSCIOUSKISSES, and he already said, of course, people Google me to see my past work or whatever the case might be. I can't escape that area.
Yeah.
But
We're
also,
going to.
I love it.
We're going
Do
to
it
get.
says how many times you view it.
so like I was
what is your
saying,
style?
Be
What would
very
you say your
careful.
style is?
Oh God.
like false clothes and stuff like that. Oh, as long as it looks good. As long as it look good. I love looking good. As long as
And
it
you'll
looks
come
good.
back for us if we invite you back. That's what's up. Well, y'all have been tuned in to Thugs, Thinkers, and Theologian. We gave you an extra 25 minutes because we had a superstar, a legend in her own right. She's now a businesswoman. Please follow her on all information that she gave. And we had a great night. Thank you for your support. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Please follow everybody. Valerie Sator,
awesome.
Leroy Diet, Brian Martin, Antoine Spence, Clay Burston. We love y'all. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
It's always a bathroom, man, because I can't hold it.
I had people talk about all the things that I've done.
Yo, what happened to brotherly love. Come on.
But what I don't understand is that they did the same.
Man, that's so hypocritical.
I don't pay them no mind, 'cause I know I'm one of a kind.
Girl, you know you special.
I just keep my head high, always looking to the sky.
All right, let's go. Come on.
For he knows how to love me right.
Yo, the Father knows.
He knows how to treat me right.
He's the love of your soul.
He knows how to love me right.
Come on.
He knows how to treat me right.
Let's go back to the top one time. Come on.
I had people talk about all the things that I've done.
Yeah.
That's just what they do. Let's go.
But what I don't understand is that they did the same.
But you know what? It don't even matter. You're still alive.
I don't pay them no mind, 'cause I know I'm one of a kind.
Guess what? I got some good news. Fellas, we special too. Let's ride.
I just keep my head high, always looking to the sky.
I'm not sure what you're doing right now, but put your hand back on the steering wheel. Let's go.
For he knows how to love me right.
He knows, y'all.
He knows how to treat me right.
When everybody leaves you,
He knows how to love me right.
he's the one constant, y'all.
He knows how to treat me right.
I need for everybody to know this. Come on.
He knows how to love me right.
This a new anthem. Come on.
He knows how to treat me right.
This feels real good, y'all.
He knows how to love me right.
He's the only one that love you right.
He knows how to treat me right.
Yo, clap your
He
hands.
knows how to love me right.
I don't see you clapping your hands
He
yet.
knows how to treat me right.
It's a party track while you ain't
He
moving.
knows how to love me right.
Be careful, buckle up.
He knows how to treat me right.
When all else fails, let's go, hey.
Orlando Castro, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Baltimore. Rest in peace. Black Lives Matter. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey. I don't hear you out there. If you got a loved one that ain't here right now, we ain't taking it no more. Take your knee off our necks. We here forever. We here forever. Black Lives Matter. We ain't going nowhere. You gotta deal with us until the end of time, shorty. We here, Black Lives Matter. Yo, police brutality, we ain't standing for it. We out, but we here.